Game of the first round of appeals. Thank you for coming out to Wesley Barrel Stadium. It's great tonight's game.
From Wesley Barrel Stadium at the Major League Baseball New Orleans Youth Academy, Crescent City Sports is proud to bring you Louisiana High School baseball. This evening, it's Game 2 of a best-of-3 Division I Select Playoff Series as the St. Augustine Purple Knights face the Byrd Yellow Jackets. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ro Brown, and with me, of course, is the great Marty Luquette. And this is Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. The Purple Knights took the first one 3-1. Outstanding pitching by C.J. Cornelius for that win. And with one more win, the Purple Knights can go on, and they will face the they will face Catholic High of Baton Rouge, the number 2 seed. Should the Byrd win this game, too, we'll be back here again tomorrow morning at probably around 10 o'clock. So you see, the St. Aug Byrd winner will face Catholic of Baton Rouge in their next outing. So, with me, as I said, is, of course, the man, Marty Luquette, working hard. I know I'm disturbing him and
playing
everything.
Around.
You know,
just playing around.
You're not playing around. You're doing your work, man. You are doing your work and doing it very well, I might ask, as you always do. We got a little time here. You know, we can, look at these starting lineups. In this game, the second game, of course, Byrd will be the home team. St. Aug will be the visitor in this game. So Byrd will be the home team. St. Aug will be the visitor in this one. So I guess if I was going to do a starting lineup, should we do? Let's do St. Aug starting lineup since they are the visiting team, and they're not much different. But of course, you got some different people playing positions. Leading off for St. Aug, and pitching. Played shortstop in Game 1 will be Dylan Robinson. As I told you, kind of expected that would be the case. And Dylan Robinson will be the starting pitcher, and he will be leading off for the Purple Knights. Batting second will be Braden Stewart, who is, of course, the first baseman, the freshman first baseman. Batting third will be the left fielder, Isaiah Fields, number 9. In the cleanup spot, the man who pitched so well in Game 1, C.J. Cornelius. He will be playing center field in this contest. Batting fifth will be Deuce Mercadell, the second baseman, who made the outstanding defensive player perhaps in that first game, as you remember. Makai McCollum is the DH. He will be hitting sixth, followed by Mikey Rhodes, who will be playing third base for the Purple Knights. Batting eighth will be Zach Thornton. He'll be playing, of course, right field. And batting eighth will be, trying to look at my, Keenan Phillips. Yep, Keenan Phillips will be catching. He'll be catching this time, so there's a change there as far as the catcher is concerned. And the shortstop will be Jacob Jackson. Jacob Jackson will be playing shortstop for the Purple Knights. So that's the starting lineup for the visiting team. Although we are in New Orleans, the visiting team, the St. Augustine Purple Knights. And not much change also in the lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Leading off will be number 5, Alex Moten. And Alex will be playing second base. Caleb Rawls will be the DH, batting second. Rowan Arnold, the catcher, number 18. In the third spot. The cleanup hitter will be Marshall Bowen, who will be playing right field. And there's Abram Anderson, who was outstanding on the mound also in Game 1, but took the loss, had an error or two behind him that really hurt him. He will be playing left field. And then there's Nolan Chasson, number 20, who will be playing first base for the Yellow Jackets. Caleb Feitner will be playing shortstop, number 12, as he did in first game. The change on the mound will be J.B. Shoup, who will be pitching, number 22. Rhett Marshall, the center fielder, number 1 for the Yellow Jackets of C.B. Byrd, and playing third base. And batting ninth will be Abram Marshall for the Byrd Yellow Jackets. As we said, Byrd comes in the number 18 seed, St. Augustine the number 15 seed, and the winner will go on to face the number 2 seed, the Catholic Baton Rouge, that usual powerhouse team, and somebody that this man sitting next to me knows a lot about.
Well, like I said, they have great tradition, and they've been one of the top teams out of Baton Rouge for the last few years, and they've sent a lot of guys to college baseball and a couple to the major leagues, and they're always tough to beat, especially when you have to go to Baton Rouge to do it. This game will be determined, St. Aug is one win away from joining the Bears in Baton Rouge. Byrd looking to extend this game into tomorrow. Starting pitcher is J.D. Stroop.
Shoop.
How you say it?
Shoop.
Oh, I got it.
J.B. Shoop, S-H-O-U-P, 43 innings pitched. He has an 0-6 record and 37 strikeouts, and he'll be facing the first hitter for the Purple Knights will be Dylan Robinson, shortstop, who will be pitching tonight. He squares the bunt, and it's a foul bunt, so strike one on young Mr. Robinson. As we mentioned, Mr. Junior, the younger brother of Bryce Robinson, who is at Blinn Junior College, doing really well, was a all-Metro player here last year.
Good player. Excellent player.
Yeah, tight, almost hit him.
Shoop right there. Shoop's a more traditional pitcher. I think we're going to see a little bit more velocity than we did in the last game from the other two pitchers, and we'll see if how his control is.
There's a smash to center field. Center fielder going back. They won't get it. It's up against the wall. Robinson passing second will come into third, and that's where he'll hold up. A lead-off triple for Dylan Robinson. He smacked that one in the left center field, landed on the warning track. Of course, they weren't playing it very deep, so there was a lot of ground for him to cover, and they couldn't get to it.
Well, we had a lot of wind in the first game, and the wind is still blowing a little bit, but not nearly at the velocity it was earlier. But it doesn't matter. When you get it on the barrel and you're big and strong, you can drive the ball a long way. And he hit that one perfectly into the gap for extra bases, and he can fly because he rolled into third.
Yeah,
I was wondering if they're going to send him home.
Braden Stewart, the first baseman, the next hitter up for the Purple Knights. The pitch was outside for ball one.
Byrd playing back, going to give up the run for an out, except at the corners.
There's a ground ball, first base, touched by the first baseman. Fair ball. Ball goes into foul territory, and the run scores.
Really late call right there. For a long time, I didn't know it was fair or but
Left fielder, number 9, Isaiah Fields.
First baseman misplays the ball. I guess we'll have to give him an error on that.
Yep.
And it brings in the run.
That's an error. I didn't have to ask you for that one.
Yeah, we should have made that play.
Whoa. Ball got away from the catcher. The runner goes down to second, and he gets in safely.
He actually had him hung up. He ended up in the middle. When he went to remove it to throw it, he dropped it and couldn't get it out, so he took second. So he gets a stolen base on that.
Counts 1-1. Shoop looking in. The pitch outside for ball 2.
Big career ball right there. Nice pitch, just off the plate. Hitter doesn't chase. Fields takes it.
Just underway in game 2. St. Augustine took game 1 3-1. They win this when they move on in the playoffs. The delivery, ground ball past second, into the outfield for a single. Run number 2 comes in for the Purple Knights. So it's number 9, Isaiah Fields, with the single scoring Braden Stewart, St. Augustine 2.
You know, when you flip, because each team gets to be home team today. So when you flip it and you've won the first game and you're able to score early, you put incredible pressure on the other team.
Right.
You know, I believe it's an advantage to be the visitors in a game like this where you have a 1-game lead. Now, you don't want that in game 3, but you certainly want it in game 2.
Yep. 2-0 Purple Knights. The pitch, it's ball 1, way outside by
Fields on first just has a tremendous lead right now.
Yeah.
He's got both feet past the cut.
C.J. Cornelius at the plate for St. Augustine. Strike right down the middle. Cornelius went the distance in game number 1 on the mound for the victory for the Purple Knights.
Pitched very well. Control pitcher. He allowed his team to make plays. Gave up 6 hits in the game, but with only 2 walks, he was able to hold them to 1 run. Tremendous performance.
Shoup looking in. Throw over to first base, trying to hold the runner. Cornelius is playing center field in this contest.
That's a huge lead. I'm sorry. That's
big lead. There he goes to second. Oh, the throw is wild. He's in easily, but he slid. It didn't see it. Probably wouldn't have been able to go to third anyway had he seen it, but it's a stolen base.
Center fielder did a good job backing it up, but that throw was errant. And speed just put so much pressure on the defense.
Well, what's going on here? They're sending him back? What happened?
We're about to find out. If they're sending him back, we have interference on the hitter.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must be interference.
He is. He's calling the hitter out, which will go down as a strikeout.
That's a K. So the next hitter for St. Augustine will be Deuce Mercadal. And that will be our first out of the contest, correct?
Yes. Coach Ray doesn't like that. I didn't either. I didn't even see I didn't think he was in his way, but obviously,
I didn't get it either.
Of course, we were watching the runner, so.
Yeah. But no, usually you can,
If we had a replay, we probably could see where the hitter was.
You can usually tell,
Yeah.
Even when they don't call it sometimes, it kind of catches my attention. But Deuce Mercadal is on with.
Well, he'll steal it again.
A runner on first. Somehow I knew you were going to say that, Marty. Yeah, I just kind of expected to hear that from you.
There he goes.
There he goes, and he's in safely.
He steals
so
the base.
It's obvious that they feel like they can really steal maybe on the pitcher.
Well, yeah, if you get that lead, you'd almost have to be the quickest slide step in the world to keep the guy from stealing second.
Yeah,
it's not fair to the catcher right now. He just has no shot.
To first base.
You got to pick, but even that, they're getting back easy. That's their game, though. They extend those leads. That's taught here.
Yeah.
That's taught here at the academy, I promise you.
Yeah.
And Coach Ray does some involvement with that, too. I'm not saying he doesn't.
Yeah.
But they're teaching them to be aggressive, get those big leads, and put pressure.
It's a foul. Third base side by Deuce Mercadal, the second baseman for St. Augustine. Runner on second. Purple Knights already up 2-0 in the top of the first. They are the visiting team in game 2. Byrd is the home team. J.B. Shoup on the mound for the Yellow Jackets. Looking. Here comes the 0-2. Nope. Makes a move toward second base. Now, they picked 2 runners off second base in game 1. Come think of it.
Well.
Didn't they?
Just one.
Just one. Yeah.
But an inside move there. He's just trying to see if he's stealing. When you lift like that, if he's stealing, he'll take off.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul back.
And really right here, with a left-handed hitter, Coach Ray's not going to steal third unless he just is huge.
No.
He just times it up perfectly. There's no way. You don't usually steal third with left-handed hitters where the catcher has a free throw down to third.
Top of the first, game 2. St. Aug 2. Byrd, 0. 0-2 pitch coming. Outside.
Right there, a little waste. See if he'd chase it again. He's just stretching the zone a little bit. 2 things you're looking for to see if the batter will chase and see if the umpire will, how wide the umpire will go. Not that wide.
Not that wide. Another hold up. Time out, I guess.
Hitter looking for a little time. TV time.
We'll start over. 1 out in the top of the first with St. Augustine. Already leading 2-0. Runner goes to third, and he's in safely.
Like I said, if he times it up, and that's what he was doing.
Yep.
He timed that up, takes third easy.
Mm-hmm. When we have a little time between innings, I want you to talk about the importance of this place, and how it's helped baseball here in the area. 2-2 count. Ooh, in tight. Almost hit him for ball 3.
Knocks him off the plate a little bit. It's good old-fashioned baseball.
Ooh.
Back him up.
Full count. Here's the pitch. Swing. Fouled back.
That fastball that was up and in, you say, oh, that he missed badly. He didn't. If you see the hitter, he's standing with his left foot almost all the way out off the white line.
Uh-huh.
He is as close to home plate as you can get and still be in the box.
3-2 pitch is outside for ball 4. So Deuce Mercadal draws the base on ball, goes down to first base. 1 out in the inning, and we have runners on the corners.
Well, I'll tell you what, Shoop doesn't get that call. That was a perfect pitch.
Yep.
I thought he had the corner. I thought he'd get the punch out.
Yep.
He doesn't, which would have been the second out. Now you're looking at a first and third running situation and a chance for St. August to continue to put the pressure on.
Mackay McCollum, the designated hitter, number 15, is at the plate for St. Augustine. First pitch outside, and the runner just takes off to second without a throw. Doesn't draw a throw. Doesn't throw.
It's a delay.
Look.
It's a delayed steal with a steal and stop involved, and Byrd wasn't going to throw down to second. They're going to let him have that bag. But now a single drives in too.
There's a strike. Good-looking pitch, evening the count at 1-1 here in the top of the first inning from Wesley Barrow Stadium. St. Aug won the first game 3-1. Shoop looking in. McCollum at the plate for the Purple Knights. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss by McCollum.
Well, if you remember the last game, they threw him 7 straight.
Yeah, remember? On deck for St. Augustine, Mikey Rhodes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McCollum. Runners at second and third. He swings, ground ball, foul, past third base.
Guess what? He got another one.
Got another one. Huh? What did you count the first game? Was it 6, 7 in a row?
7 in a row.
7 in a row.
And struck him out.
7 in a row. St. Aug leading 2-0 in this one early. We're in the top of the first. Purple Knights, the visiting team in this second game. Shoop looks, fires. Swing and a miss by McCollum. He goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
Now, coming to play, the Purple Knights, third baseman, number 0, Mike Rhodes.
I assume that Catholic High has got somebody here watching this,
Probably.
but
Yeah.
they can watch it on TV now.
Yeah.
They didn't have to send anybody.
Mikey Rhodes at the plate for St. Augustine with 2 out in the top of the first. Runners at second and third. St. Aug already leading 2-0. Here's the pitch, and that's a strike. That's
Right
a
there.
strike.
Early in the count, it's a get me over curveball. He knows he's not. He usually don't swing at first pitch curves.
Yeah.
He takes the pitch. He's ahead in the count.
0-1 to Mikey Rhodes. That one's outside.
Comes back with a good fastball right there.
Evening the count at 1-1.
He's mid-80s, I'm sure. We don't have guns up here, but
Well,
watched enough.
You've seen enough to be a Jugs gun. You can be a Jugs gun. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
When you're landing that curveball, that 85 looks like 90.
Yep.
Because he just jumps on you compared to that.
2 runners in scoring position at second and third for the Purple Knights. I know they want to try to get them in. 1-2 count 2 out, and here's the pitch. Popped up high, infield pop up between first and second. Second baseman comes in and makes the play.
At the end of the top of the first for the Purple Knights.
Let's be honest. Shoop did a great job of getting out of that without more damage.
He sure did.
Those 2 runs were in early, and then he was able to shut it down.
Mm-hmm. In the inning for the Purple Knights, top of the first, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. 2 runners left. They strand 2. But at the end of a half inning, St. Augustine 2. CB Byrd nothing in game 2 of this best of 3 series of the Division I Select playoffs.
The pitcher came out with his own ball. He don't usually let you do that.
Dylan Robinson came out with his own ball?
Yeah.
All right.
Picked up the other one, threw it to the umpire.
I guess they let you get away with it. I guess, why not? Why not?
It's part of the same box, I'm sure, but usually the umpire gives you one. Or checks the one you got. This one might have came out of the curveball box. You don't know.
You're right about that.
It's just the funny things you see when you come to the park.
Yep, just some of the things that you see. Indeed. As we mentioned, Dylan Robinson, who played shortstop in Game 1, on the mound here in Game 2.
He was outstanding at shortstop, too, in Game 1.
Yeah, he made some plays.
So I'm sure he's their guy. He plays shortstop one game, pitch the next. If you're not the guy, you're one of the guys. Mm-hmm. And he had a great game at short. Made quite a few plays. He had one tough play that he couldn't get the ball out of his glove, but he also had a short hop bullet hit at him that he turned into a double play.
Mm-hmm. Jacob Jackson playing shortstop.
This game,
yeah.
Being hit for, DH can hit for any of the fielders in high school baseball, and they're hitting for Jackson.
First game was pretty quick. Like I said, about an hour, 20 minutes. 25 minutes. Pretty quick game. We'll see how this one goes.
Throw strikes, make plays.
Throw strikes, make plays.
That's the key.
You got that right.
Anytime you give them extra outs in an inning, you pay for it.
Leading off for Byrd, number 5. The second baseman, Alex Moten. Right-hander. Right-handed hitter.
Moten 0 for 3 in the first game. 2 ground outs to third base and a fly to left. St. Aug playing him to pull in the infield.
Came in this series as a .307 hitter on the year. And lines a shot. And look at the play at second base by Deuce Mercadale. A leaping catch on a liner. Hit past second, but it didn't get past second.
And
because he was playing back on the grass.
Watch how high he gets.
I know.
And hangs there. He just seems like to hang there. What a great play.
What a great play. Great play. He made the defensive play of the game in Game 1, as a matter of fact.
Which will be tough to top that one right there.
Yep.
But what a great play. Bird's got to feel like they're snake bitten.
Yeah.
Every time they hit a ball on the nose, somebody comes up with a great play.
You're right. Kalen Rawls at the plate, the DH for the Yellow Jackets with 1 out, bottom of the first, and he fouls the pitch away. He's in the hole 0-2 against Dylan Robinson.
Coach Williams will probably tell us it's been like that all year. Because it just seems like when things are tough, the other team makes these great plays.
Well, it's been that way for one game and
one play.
One third of an inning, yeah. 1/3 of an inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes countdown to young Mr. Rawls. Rowan Arnold on deck for the Yellow Jackets. The pitch is outside, evening the count at 2-2.
Kalen in the first game hit a ball over the first baseman's head for a double and then came in to score later in the inning for their one run in the first game. He went 1 for 3.
Robinson looking and delivers outside. We've got a full count. Bottom of the first, St. Aug 2, Byrd nothing. In game 2 of this best-of-3 series, Purple Knights took the first game 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Robinson gets the K.
He threw a high fastball right there, inside half.
Striking out Kalen Rawls.
Rawls swings right through it. Brings up
Rowan Arnold.
0 for 3 in the first game.
The catcher at the plate. Robinson delivers inside, showing bunt there was Mr. Arnold. Third baseman comes in.
Doing a good job of moving people around.
1-0 the count. Second pitch, also a ball. Make it 2-0 the count.
If you look at the defense right now, you see how the middle infielders out for St. Aug are so deep.
Deep on the grass.
Yeah, playing back on the grass.
Yeah.
Especially the second baseman.
Robinson looking in. Delivers. Fouled. First base side. Into the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 out. Bottom of the first. Yellow Jackets the home team in game 2. St. Augustine the visiting team. Here's the pitch. Swing, and as a shot past third for a single. So Rowan Arnold comes up with the first hit of the contest for the Byrd Yellow Jackets. A 2-out single just past the shortstop.
Got that right on the barrel, ripped it, curved away from the shortstop as he made his attempt, and goes right past him into left field. Wasn't much the shortstop could do on that. Ball was hit very well.
Up next for the Yellow Jackets, the cleanup hitter, number 3, Marshall Bowen.
Marshall, in the first game, hit a double right over the bag in the first inning to drive in the 1 run that Byrd scored. He went 1 for 3 in the first game.
2 out, bottom of the first, St. Aug 2, Byrd nothing. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled.
No, that's catcher's interference right there.
Oh, yeah. He hit it.
He hit him hard,
hit
too.
Hard, yeah. Yeah. He hit his
looks like
glove
he got
hand.
him. Yeah,
glove hand.
Yeah, it looked like he got him all way up on the wrist.
Yeah. Ooh. Glove hand. Oh. Hate to see that. Man. It's Keenan Phillips who's catching. Mason Harris caught the first game. We mentioned during the first game that Coach Ray has alternated his catchers a lot this season. And like I said, Mason Harris did the first one.
I didn't see the replay, but I don't know if he reached out and got hit or whether the hitter was just late with the swing.
Yeah. He's going to stay in. Looks like he's going to be all right, but he's going to feel it later, I would think.
Tomorrow, yeah.
He's going to feel it later. Yeah, it was a weird sound and a weird, and
I think
the ball just went, it's kind of weird.
Well, I think he got part of the ball, but I think he hit the catcher first.
Right.
And that slowed the bat down, and then he hit the ball, but he's awarded first base on the error on the catcher.
So we've got runners on first and second.
Chance for Byrd to respond to that 2-run first, top of the first for St. Aug.
2 out, Abram Anderson, who pitched in the first game, at the plate now. Swings and misses for strike 1.
Abram was 1 for 3 in the first game.
He's playing left field. in this one.
This one, yes. Pitched the first game. Pitched well enough to win.
That he did.
3 hits. Only gave up 3 hits.
0-1 the count. 2 out. Robinson way outside.
A few defensive miscues cost him dearly in that game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he pitched well.
Yeah, he did. He really did. He really did. Purple Knights up 2-0. Bottom of the first. 2 runners on first and second. 2 out. Anderson at the plate swings and fouls it away.
Into the parking area.
Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Game 2 of this one. St. Aug won the first one 3-1.
Notice the upgrades of out there. They've done great things here at the park, but the parking area looks nice now.
The parking lot that doesn't have the craters it used to have.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, I am.
Here's the pitch, and it's way outside.
You might not find the ball out there.
Yep.
Yeah, it used to be rough to get in here.
Yeah, it looked like you know the pictures that the Artemis astronauts just took of the craters of the moon. That's kind of what it looked like. Anyway,
Back
2-2 to count, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the first. St. Aug leading 2-0. Yellow Jackets 2 runners on, swing and a foul back again. We're still at 2-2 on the count. Yellow Jackets with runners at first and second.
Anderson doing a good job fighting off pitches now, waiting for a mistake that he can drive. If he can find a gap, he can tie this ball game.
2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Sends it to right field. The right fielder going back. Grabs it for out number 3 of the first inning.
Nice over-the-shoulder catch right there.
In the inning for the Yellow Jackets, no runs. 1 hit, no errors. 2 runners left. At the end of 1, St. Augustine 2, Byrd nothing. This is game 2, as we said. St. Aug took game 1. 3-1. A Purple Knight win in this one will send them advancing in the playoffs to take on
Send them out of the
Catholic
by-district round
of Baton Rouge.
into the regional round.
Yep.
You know, we can't be remiss if we don't talk about the New Orleans Youth Academy and Wesley Barrowfield and how huge it's been for the city of New Orleans. You know, we always talk about Kirsch Rooney and how its impact it's had on high school sports, but Barrow has a rich history as well.
It does. It has a rich history, and, with Major League Baseball and with the help of Major League Baseball, the city of New Orleans, and FEMA, this facility was just basically redone, and it's really helped the quality of youth baseball. There's no doubt about it. There is no question about it. Eddie Davis and the crew have done a good job out here. Before we start this inning, I wanted to get this in. This evening's coverage of Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Quick Lane Services, all makes and models, batteries, tires, oil changes, and more, all done quickly while you enjoy some popcorn. Must be a reason. Leading off for the Purple Knights in the top of the second, and lacing one down the right field line, but however it is foul.
Good contact right there.
Took it away.
By Thornton?
Say something nice about him and everything, but he fouled it. So
he made a nice catch at the end of the inning too, going over his ball over his shoulder.
Yes, he did. And there's a one hopper to the shortstop, comes up, throws too late. Too late.
The ball's not
infield hit.
The ball's squibbed that way. It takes that one hop. He couldn't get to it in the air. There's no way he could get to it, so he had to play it on a bounce. And by the time he throws it to first, Thornton is flying down the line, picks up a infield single.
Yeah, he's kind of caught in between there,
Not much you could do on that.
Squaring the bunt. Keenan Phillips at the plate. Throw over to first. Trying to keep those legs
Phillips getting to play this in the second game here, being asked to bunt. And
Zach Thornton beat out that one, and he's taken off the second. He'll make it as the ball gets away from the catcher, and he probably would have made it anyway, Marty.
Well, since he was running, we're going to give him the steal. That's just what they're doing right now. They're just running the bases, and Byrd has not found a way to slow them down.
Keenan Phillips at the plate for the Purple Knights. 1-0 count. Nobody out in the top of the second. Squaring the bunt again. Lays down the bunt, but it's foul. First base side. Evening the count at 1-1.
I absolutely love this kind of offense. Show bunt, steal second, bunt him to third. Okay? The way they're playing it right now, shortstop's playing behind the third baseman. Now, right now, you might turn him loose. You might turn him loose. If the first baseman's back, so he's obviously going to have the bag. So the pitcher has the right side instead of the left side. Now they've walked back to normal positions. I think they figured they took it off. They didn't.
The 1-1 pitch coming. Fakes the throw to second.
See, this is pressure without doing anything.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you know, pressure bursts pipes.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to keep the pressure on them until it breaks apart.
Just keep it going.
And they're doing a great job of that.
1-1 delivery. The bunt laid down. Nice
Perfectly.
bunt. Nice bunt. Might beat it out. Nope. One hop throw at first. Gets him at first. However, it moves the runner to third base with 1 out.
I love that kind of baseball. You said he might be safe. He might, you know, there's a good chance he can throw that away because he's making that play on the run. And you pick up a run off it too. It just puts so much pressure on the defense. I assume they're going to bring their infield in. They are not. They're going to play back. Bring up the corners.
Dylan Robinson up, who led off this game with a triple. And he laces a single over the shortstop. Run comes in to score. 3-0. St. Aug with the lead. On an RBI single by Dylan Robinson.
Robinson said, I'm going to need a couple runs. Why don't I drive? I'll be responsible for a couple. I'll hit a triple and they can score me or my runner. And then I'll drive one in too.
Robinson on the mound, so he'll have a courtesy runner as he did last time. That courtesy runner is Marlon Thompson Jr., who came in to score earlier. Another throw to first. Braden Stewart, first baseman, is at the plate for the Purple Knights. 1 out. Top of the second. Excuse me.
And Robinson's already got 2 hits in this game.
Yep.
And in the first game, went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. So, you know, hey, every game's different.
There you go.
Different style pitcher, different, you know.
It's baseball.
Oh, it's the greatest game in the world.
Here's the pitch. Runner going. Throw. Wild throw. Doesn't go in the outfield because the second baseman caught it, but it was a wild throw by the catcher. The base was probably stolen anyway by Marlon Thompson Jr. So we've got a runner on second with 1 out. The count to Braden Stewart. 1 ball, no strikes.
Just cranking it up. They just keep the pressure on you is all they're doing.
The delivery, and there's a fly ball to right field, shallow right. Second baseman going back, calls and grabs it for out number 2.
Right there, both of them having communication issues. You know, usually the right fielder will take him off of that ball. Your rule of thumb for the umpire, for the outfielder is if his feet are stopped, then you let him catch it. Right there, I think he was still drifting backwards when he, you know, or he misplayed it a little bit. But I think the right fielder should have taken it, but he was still able to make the catch.
Isaiah Fields at the plate for St. Augustine. Purple Knights leading 3-0. Top of the second inning. First pitch to Fields is a ball.
I would, with 2 outs, I'd say that he may, depending on if he gets behind in the count, he might try to steal third, hoping for a throw into the outfield.
Shoop looking at the runner on second. Delivers home and close, but they'll call it a ball. So Shoop is down 2-0 in the count with 2 out.
Byrd brings their second baseman closer to the bag because on the last pitch, the courtesy runner had a huge lead. When you pass up the umpire, you are really big.
Ooh, way inside. Almost hit it.
3-0. Fields in the first game was 1 for 3.
And the count currently is 3-0. Delivers. Walked him, and the runner advances to third. So we've got runners on the corners with 2 out for St. Augustine.
Number 3, C.J. Cornelius.
Steals third on the 3-0 pitch, which is rare. You don't usually do that.
Right.
But they weren't really holding him.
Yep. Yeah, true.
So it was almost a free base, and it allows to put on a play or do something with the trail runner at first now.
Up next for St. Aug, the center fielder, C.J. Cornelius, with runners on the corners. Ball 1.
They run the same play they ran earlier, a little delay with a steal stop. If you throw it to second, he's going to stop and let the guy from third score. Byrd chooses not to throw anything, so he picks up a stolen base.
So now we have runners at second and third, both runners in scoring position. 0-1 count to Cornelius. And here's the pitch. Oh, almost hit him.
Big curveball right there.
Almost. I thought it was going to hit him.
It's a curveball. It's supposed to look like it's going to hit.
Yeah, but
that's why you see their legs buckle.
I'm a scary cat, What can I say? I'm a scary cat. 2-0 count to C.J. Cornelius. Runners at second and third. 3-0 count, way outside.
Another big curve. Cornelius doesn't chase. Cornelius was 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt in the first game. It was 0 for 2, with a sacrifice bunt.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike 1.
Takes a fastball right down the middle.
Mm-hmm. Deuce Mercadale on deck for the Purple Knights. Top of the second inning, St. Aug leading 3-0. Here's the pitch. It's outside. Ball 4. The bases are loaded. For number 2, the second baseman, Deuce Mercadale. Visit to the mound.
We talked earlier. I talked about base on balls, and that's his third in 2 innings.
Uh-huh.
And once they add up, it gets tough,
Yeah, there's a conference on the mound. All the infielders and the catcher in talking to Mr. Shoop, trying to settle him down, I suppose. And he'll remain.
We're sitting here in a 3-0 game, and the bases are loaded. This is huge. I mean, if they can get it, if the Purple Knights can get a hit right here and bust this to a 5 or 6 run game, it'll be tough for the Yellow Jackets to come back.
Yep.
And the pressure builds.
First pitch gets away from the catcher, doesn't get behind him. He keeps it in front of him, blocks it nicely.
Nice slide block to his right, and able to keep it in front of him.
That's ball 1. 2 out in this one. We are in the bottom of the second. St. Aug leading 3-0. What do we have here now?
Umpire called timeout.
Okay. 1-1 count. Excuse me, 1-0 count.
That's 1-1 right there. Good
1-1.
fastball. He's to the point where, look, you got to challenge people, right? You just back-to-back walks. You can't afford to give up any more runs.
Bottom 2, bases loaded for the Purple Knights. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right field. Looks like the right fielder has it, and he does for out number 3. So in the inning, 1 run.
2 hits. 3 men.
2 hits.
1 run scored.
No errors. 3 runners left at the end of 1.5. St. Augustine, 3. CB Byrd, nothing. So, Marty, like you said, you don't want to you never want to fall behind.
Right.
You know, I mean, this is a situation where you may not want to fall too far behind.
Well, you only scored 1 run in the first game.
Yeah.
So you can't afford to count on your offense to come back and hit the ball all over the park here. I'm not saying it won't happen. It could happen. But,
Sure.
you know, as you get farther behind, your confidence goes, you know.
Yeah.
And right there, that was a big out. That was a big out.
You know, something you may want to keep an eye on, however, is 2 innings, and the Purple Knights have stranded 5. You know,
Yep.
That's, you know,
And
I'm just saying they had 3-0.
We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about that if the scores flips.
That's right. They've stranded 5. You need to just keep that in mind.
They've had
the first 2 innings.
That's right. You had the chance to put them away, and you didn't. You know, like you said, they stranded 5 and 4 in scoring position.
Yeah.
So
that's the kind of thing that can come back
yes,
to bite you. But we are in the bottom of the 2nd inning in Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. St. Aug took the first game 3-1. A Purple Knight win, and they will face Catholic of Baton Rouge next in the playoffs. Leading off for the Yellow Jackets, number 20, the third baseman, Noah Chasson. Dylan Robinson on the mound for St. Augustine. He delivers. First pitch is a ball outside.
well, you remember when Byrd threw that pitch right there and we couldn't believe it was a ball? Well, that's the same pitch.
Thing?
Yeah, on both sides now.
Same thing. 1-0 delivery. Make it 2-0.
You know, and when it continues like that, it's a pattern, and that makes it his own. And as long as he doesn't give it to anybody, then I'm fine with it.
I got you. I hear you.
But they're good pitches.
I hear you. Chasson at the plate, awaiting the 2-0 count. And there's a strike.
You don't like the outside corner? Let's go inside. We'll throw it inside here.
2-1 to Chasson. You know, shortstop Jacob Jackson back on the grass again, and so's the second baseman. Not as deep as he was, but that pitch is inside for a ball. 3-1 count.
3-1. The last thing you want to do with a 3-run lead is walk the leadoff man.
Right.
You know, you're going to challenge him right here.
We are in the bottom of the 2nd. Yellow Jackets the home team in Game 2. Here's the 3-1 pitch.
Right.
Called it a strike. Yep. The catcher doesn't know what to do. Yeah, I guess he really wasn't.
You remember that first pitch, son? That was a ball.
Yeah. In other words,
the one you thought was a strike, that was a ball.
The catcher was thinking like Marty Luquette. That's what you're trying to tell me.
We have a full count now.
Full count, 3-2 to Mr. Chasson. Dylan Robinson looking, ground ball towards second. Mercadal moving over, grabs it, throws to first. He's out. Close play at first, but I think he got him. And
real nice play. We'll see if he got him here.
Yeah, we can check the replay and see.
Chopper, Mercadal goes a long ways. He really did.
He really does, yeah.
And then he makes a little quick throw. Gets the call.
Yeah, it was good. It was the right call. It was the right call. Caleb Feitner at the plate now with one out for the Yellow Jackets in the bottom of the second.
Good fastball right there, back to that same spot. The umpire doesn't like.
Yep. Feitner, the Yellow Jacket shortstop, who, as we mentioned in the first game, was a basketball player, joined the team late in the season and has really come along by Coach Williams.
I don't know much about Byrd basketball. Did they go far in the playoffs?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, we know that one team in Shreveport went pretty far. Captain Shreve. They had to come to New Orleans 3 straight games. Yeah. Beat Holy Cross, beat St. Aug, and then lost the eventual state champion John Curtis. Here's the pitch. Fouled off down the left field line.
Ball flared off.
What? 2 balls, 1 strike?
Yeah, ball flared off to the right side. But, you know, look how deep the second baseman is now.
Yeah. You see him. Wow. Robinson with the pitch. Line down the first base line, foul once again.
But we see how fast he is, and he was able to get to the other ball.
Evening the count at 2-2 here in the bottom of the second. 3-0, St. Aug leading. In game 2 of this series, Purple Knights took the first one 3-1. Dylan Robinson on the mound for St. Augustine. Looking in, 2-2 count, delivers to Feitner, and foul tip, grabbed by the catcher. It's a strikeout.
The second one of the game.
For strike 2 of the inning. We got a pinch hitter here?
I think so. Pinch hitter.
Number 16, Colin Inyan.
Pinch hitter for Shoop.
Colin Arion. Number 16. It's an outfielder. A freshman, 5'8", 165 pounds. First pitch, strike 1.
So he comes up there and takes the first fastball he sees.
Robinson played shortstop in the first game, on the mound for the second game. Umpire appeals on that pitch and says, nope, not a strike. It's a ball. 1-1 count. Bottom 2, 3-0. Purple Knights. The pitch is outside.
Good fastball right there. Pops the glove.
Yep.
But it's wide.
2-1 count to Colin Arion. Swing and a foul down the third baseline. Count is even at 2-2.
Aggressive hitter. Coming off the bench. Not the easiest thing to do.
Nope. So here we are, bottom of the second, and Robinson looking in. 2-2 pitch on the way. Way outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We've got a full count.
Big curveball right there. Got a little flat with it, and it ended up way off the plate. His arm was a little flat.
3-2 delivery on the way from Dylan Robinson. And it's fouled off. Looks like it's going to go out of play. Yeah, way out of play.
Robinson is not, right now he's decided that he's not giving up anything. He just takes and throws a nice fastball right down the middle. If you're good enough, hit it.
Hit it.
And he fouls it off.
Here it is. Huh?
Yep. Old-fashioned hardball.
Here it is. Full count. Robinson delivers fly ball to left center field. Left fielder coming in. He's under it, grabs it for out number 3.
So Byrd goes down in order. 1, 2, 3.
That's right. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. At the end of 2, St. Augustine 3. The Byrd Yellow Jackets nothing.
So, Ro, if there's a third game, you're out here again tomorrow?
I don't know. Come to think of it, I don't know. I might be. I don't know.
I know I'm doing a doubleheader in Chalmette, so
nobody tells me anything. You know what? Why are you asking me questions like that? Man? Nobody tells me anything.
I'm doing Delgado and Nunez in Chalmette.
Oh, okay.
At 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock. Yeah.
1 o'clock doubleheader.
Okay. All right. We should have. Should we have a new pitcher coming in? I think. I don't know.
No. You can re-enter one time.
Re-enter, yeah.
And he's re-entered.
Yep.
So number 16. Ariane. He's done for the day.
Done for the day. That is it for him. Yeah, and and like I said, we'll probably get back to it. But,
DH, number 15, McCullough.
Just, the situation out here, with the Urban Youth Academy, I think is really, really good. Leading off for the Purple Knights is number 15, Mackay McCullum. Mackay McCullum, who is going to school next year at a college that I have to research. He is going to Carlow College in Pittsburgh.
As a?
C-A-R-L-O. Carlow College or University. I have to look it up.
He's playing baseball or football?
I guess he's playing baseball. That's where he's going. I need to look that up. I've never heard of the place.
Look, I'm telling you, if you are hungry enough, you can find a place to play.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't mind going somewhere, you can find a place to play.
You're right. You're right about that. He laces one to left center field that falls. No, it doesn't. No. That might be the defensive play of the game thus far.
It's going to be one of the best plays you're going to see. Abram Marshall.
That was a good one.
In center field with a great diving catch going into the left center field gap. The left-hander made a nice catch.
He sure did. Yep, that might be the play of the game.
They'll have highlights. They have
Anderson,
some highlights now.
See, he pitched in the first game, and he does this. Well, actually, that was Marshall Bowen.
Yeah.
No, I was in center field. Yeah, that was Rhett Marshall. He was playing center field, if I'm not mistaken.
And I have it wrong.
Number 8, the 8th position.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was a terrific catch, and at the plate.
Well, I want to make sure the right guy gets credit for it, huh?
Yeah, don't want to give him exactly. We don't want to shortchange people. Mikey Rhodes at the plate for St. Aug. Full count, 1 out after that outstanding play, and slow curve that they say just missed for ball 4. And I think the guy sitting next to me doesn't think it just missed. I have that sneaky
You got that idea?
suspicion. Yeah.
You got to get that call.
Got that
3-2 breaking ball, inside corner. That was a perfect pitch.
Zach Thornton is at the plate now for St. Augustine. And, ball gets by the catcher. Pass ball.
Yes.
Runner advances to second with 1 out.
St. Aug now with another guy in scoring position. They've left a couple.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
4 in the first 2 innings in scoring position. 5 total. 5 total.
Yep. 2 in the first inning. The bases loaded in the second inning. We're in the top of the third now. Purple Knights leading 3-0. Win, and they move on to the playoffs to face Catholic of Baton Rouge. Here's the pitch from Shoop. It's high.
They will enjoy that experience because they pack that place.
Yeah. Yeah.
On campus, it's an on-campus field, and they pack it.
The Bears.
It's fun. If you want a seat, get there early because you won't have any left.
2-1 pitch. Yep, waves at it for strike 2.
Yeah, he fooled on that.
Uncertainty. Oh, yeah. He was definitely fooled on that one. Count even at 2-2. 1 out. Bottom of the third. Here's the pitch.
Runner.
Swings and misses. Runner goes to third. He's tagged out. Double play to end the inning.
At the end, the top of the third. For the Purple Knights. No hits. No man left on base. No one scored
In the inning, no runs.
No score.
No hits.
Purple Knights 3.
No errors.
0.
No runners left. We still sit at 3-0. St. Aug after 2.
Well, they didn't leave anybody on base.
Yeah. At least they can say that this time.
Didn't leave anybody in score position.
Yeah, at least they can say that.
After stealing about 7 or 8 bases, they get thrown out at third. To the point where you think you're going to make it every time. Well, you're not. Mm-hmm. This isn't.
This evening's coverage of Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Oshner Andrews Sports Medicine Institute. Get the same sports medicine care the pros receive with minimally invasive treatments and quicker recovery times. Visit oshner.org/sportsmed to learn more or schedule an appointment near you. I like the way they put that in there. I guess Lenny wrote that, Can you say minimally invasive? Minimally invasive. Can you say it quickly? I can hardly say it slowly.
I'm not sure anytime they do surgery on you, it's
minimally invasive.
It's invasive. I don't care. No such thing as minimal. I've had 3 meniscus and a replacement.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of.
That's the body of a catcher.
Number 1.
Catch long enough, you get new pieces.
Okay, all right. Here's the guy that made the defensive play.
Yes,
Brett Marshall, leading off the inning. Tip of the hat to him, leading off the inning with his team down 3-0. Bottom 3. First pitch from Dylan Robinson is outside for a ball.
Make his day, just single right now,
Mm-hmm. That was a nice catch of what I thought was going to be a sure hit. Robinson delivers, squares the bunt, fouled off toward the third base side.
Good concept. Of course, left-handed. Anytime a third baseman sees a left-handed batting first in the inning, he moves up. And that's exactly what Rhodes did. You're not butting on me.
The 1-1. Make it 2-1. Ball inside.
Robinson right
and
now.
A little low.
Frustrated with himself for that pitch.
Here's the pitch, and that one's outside. Facing Brett Marshall.
Right now, the coach is telling him, don't lose a 9-0. Come on. Throw it right down the middle here. See, make him hit.
Here's the pitch.
And he walked.
He lost it. Walked him. So it's a leadoff walk issued to Rhett Marshall, the center fielder. And we are at the top of the order with Alex Moten. And we're going to have a mound visit. Purple Knight dugout.
Coming out to visit after his first walk of the
Yep.
game.
And Yellow Jackets having their own little powwow doing down the third baseline, as a matter of fact. You know. Like we got the head coach
Outfielders
and assistant coaches.
The outfielders went to going to go talk in center field. We got 3 powwows going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
By the time that right fielder gets there, you can turn around and go back, though. Wait. The speed he's got going. It's a long conference for making a correction. Umpire.
That's why the umpire is going up to join.
Come on, man. We got dinner
Not to join, but to break it up. You know?
We got dinner reservations. Let's go.
So everybody's leaving their individual powwows.
Now,
And,
The right fielder's going back faster than he went there, though.
and we will resume with nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. St. Aug leading 3-0. And Alex Moten, the leadoff hitter, at the plate for Byrd. Hit him right in the back. So we've got 2 runners on and nobody out. Runners at first and second.
You can talk about those 5 runners that are left on now.
Oh, not yet. Come on, not yet.
You're letting them back in the game.
You're right. You're right.
A walk and a hit batter, and
Yeah,
we're probably going to get.
that's a good way to get them back in the game.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt.
Why not? You got runners on first and second, nobody out. Move them along. Move them along. Get them in. Get them in scoring position. Catcher wants to have his own little personal powwow with the pitcher, Dylan Robinson.
I don't see them with the wristwatches or any of that. So sometimes at this time of day, though, it's hard to see the fingers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I would imagine that's the case.
When it gets real dark, later when the lights all kick in, it's not as hard. But right now, it's
this time, yeah, when there's still a little daylight.
And the last thing,
twilight, I guess we'll call it. Yeah. Twilight. The pitch is a ball.
No, he
a
called
strike.
It. Yes,
a strike. Yeah.
It was inside that.
He's not
low
always
corner.
kind of definitive with his with his calls. So the count is 0-1 to Mr. Moten. Swings and fouls it back out of play. Left side down the third base line. 0-2 is the count to Alex Moten, the second baseman for the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets decide not to bunt in the situation, to let him hit. See how this turns out.
Moten's a senior, waiting, looking. Robinson delivers. Ball 1.
Because this is your chance to get back in this game right here. First 2 guys on, no outs. Sitting in the middle of your lineup. 2, 3, 4 coming up.
Wind still blowing in, by the way. You may be able to hear it. Fouled away.
Which means so stay out of the air. Hit line drives.
Yeah.
No hit flies. Flies are going to go in the air and die.
And die. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dylan Robinson on the mound for St. Augustine. Alex Moten at the plate. The leadoff hitter. Nobody out. In the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. It's another ball. Now, does he look like he's struggling to you? I mean, does he look it?
No, not really. I don't think he's not breaking down. You know, right there, he just left the curveball up. This is going to be the pitch right here.
2-2 count.
This will be the pitch right here. It's the action pitch.
Runners at first and second for Byrd.
And he pulls his fastball. Now right there, he broke down. He overthrew.
Overthrew. Yep.
You know, he didn't trust it. I don't think he's tired. I don't think his It's a mechanical thing. I think he's rushing, and he needs to calm himself down. Earlier in the game, he just threw fastballs right down the middle.
Right.
Here it is. Hit it.
Full count. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Bottom 3. Jackets trailing the Purple Knights 3-0. The pitch. Single between third and short.
And he went right back to what he'd been doing earlier, which is throw a fastball right down the middle.
And the runners advance. We have the bases loaded with nobody out.
You know, you're going to see right here, the pitch is right down the middle. He drills it right into the hole because the shortstop was holding the guy on second. Mm-hmm. And the ball goes right to left fielders. Really, with no outs, you're going to hold the runner up. You're not going to take a chance of getting him thrown out at home. So the coach does the right thing, and bases loaded, no outs here in the bottom of the third. Byrd with their first real legitimate rally of the game.
Rowan Arnold.
He's making some kind of move.
Yeah. Rowan Arnold will be at the plate. But yeah, it looks like he's making some kind of move. He's running for someone.
I think, what's the guy on second doing?
Yeah.
Coach, hold my gloves. I don't know.
Kalen Rawls was on first, right? And he came.
Well, that was a single by the DH, so this is a sub.
Uh-huh.
Not saying they won't re-enter, but I don't know who came in.
I can't see his number.
No.
Yeah. I can't see his number. Anyway, the bases are loaded. And at the plate is Rowan Arnold. He fouls it back, hits the roof, and that's the sound you heard.
Aggressive right there. Comes in, first pitch, gets a pitch to hit, and fouls it off.
Yeah, Rowan Arnold, the catcher, is at the plate now. With the bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the third, St. Aug leading 3-0 after winning game 1, 3-1.
Arnold singled in his first at bat in this game, so he's 1 for 1.
And there's a line drive, base hit to right field. 1 run scores. The ball gets past the right fielder. Another run scores. 2 run score on that one, and another base hit. And I have to give him an error on that to the right fielder. The ball got past him, allowing a second run to score. And we now stand at 3-2.
He takes that outside pitch and strokes it nice into right field.
Right.
The right fielder's coming up. He wants to try to throw someone out, and he ends up whiffing on it. It gets past him. He gets a piece of it, though. Didn't go too far. But the second run scores, and Byrd's right back in this, 3-2.
Right back in it. Yep. So 2-run score on that one. And at the plate now, Marshall Bowen for Byrd, with runners at second and third.
And still no outs.
Still no outs. First pitch, a strike. Strike 1.
And you know, we don't want to beat it up, but let's beat it up.
Now we can talk about
I'm not talking about the base on balls and the hit by pitch to start the inning.
Yeah.
You can't allow teams to get life. And you gave it to them there.
Well, I was about to talk about the 5-string.
Yeah, I know you were. We'll get back to that when they come up.
When it comes, yeah.
We'll see what this inning's like when it's over.
1-1 count. With, as we said, nobody out in the bottom of the third. Jackets the home team in game 2. St. Augustine the visitors in game 2. The pitch is called a ball.
And this zone is a little bit tighter than the first games. Mm-hmm. You know, different umpires. Yeah. They rotated. The first game's home umpires now coaching, umpiring third. And it's a little bit tighter than earlier. But you have to adapt to the umpire. He's part of this game.
Right. Right fielder Marshall Bowen at the plate. The 2-1 pitch. Lines it foul into the screen.
he right there, I think he was fooled on that pitch. It was a 2-1 curve ball, and I think he was fooled, and he went ahead and swung at it late. He's lucky he didn't get it on the field because it wouldn't have gone anywhere.
Right.
Fouling it off or swinging through it was his best thing. At least now he gets another pitch.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Robinson. High, it gets away from the catcher, goes all the way to the screen. The runner scores from third to tie it at 3. So the Jackets are in business. Come back to tie it. Can I talk about it now?
You can.
Okay.
No. High fastball right there off the catcher's glove. You see the runner had a good jump. Easily beat the play to the plate.
Runner advances from second to third. Still no one out.
And the runner on third.
Robinson's 3-2, gets away from the catcher again, and the runner comes in to score to make it 4-3. Byrd with the lead.
The pitch is ball 4. It's low and away again. This time the catcher can't get anything on it. He picks it up. He throws it to home.
Yeah.
He would not have had him
Nips it
anyway,
home, yeah.
but the pitcher was late covering.
Right. So here in the bottom of the third, the Yellow Jackets take the lead 4-3 with 4 runs in this inning. And we have a stoppage in play because Coach Barrett Ray is
you're going to have pitching change.
And you're going to have a little change here.
We're going to have a pitching change here. Things can spiral out.
Yeah.
A game can spiral away from you real quickly. And this is a great example of that. You have a hit by pitch, base on balls, hit by pitch, and then bang, bang, 2 quick hits. And they're knocking on the door, and then they put pressure on St. Aug. And what happens next? 2 wild pitches. And Byrd now has the lead 4-3.
It'll catch up with you.
Does that.
So we've got a pitching change. And it looks like it's going to be number 7. Is that his number? I can't see it.
7,
I think
yes.
it is 7.
It is 7.
Okay.
Right there, 4th from the bottom on your sheet.
Otis, his last name.
Otis.
It's going to be a right-hander. He'll come in. And okay, 7 says here it's
Well, that's 7.
yeah, that's 7.
If you look at the
I can
pitching
see,
thing, if you look
I can
down,
see it is now. Did you think that? Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be easy.
Did he?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to say, did he eventually? Do you think that he eventually?
Look at your original.
Like you said,
lineup
started to Did you think that he eventually, meaning Robinson, that he eventually just lost it, as you said before, or what?
Well, once again, we want to talk about pressure. Once he walked a guy and hit a guy, he felt the pressure.
Right.
Then the back-to-back singles made it worse. And then now he's starting to overthrow because he's trying to strike people out, and he leaves 2 high, or 1 high and 1 in the batter's box, and he gives up those 2 runs, and now you're out. You know.
This pitcher, Ivel Otis, has committed to Jackson State, by the way, number 7. He is a right-hander. Good-looking kid, but comes in a situation with runner on first, nobody out, and the lead just changed hands, 4-3. His first delivery is fouled off down the first baseline.
You know, if you're
Abram Anderson, our pitcher from the first game,
but if you're
is
playing
at the plate.
If I'm coaching this game, I'm bunting right here. I'm going to try to keep adding on, one at a time.
No balls, 1 strike. Runner on first. Bottom 3.
No
Ball
reason.
gets away from the catcher.
No reason to bunt. Never mind. Smarter than I am.
Just wait for a wild pitch or a pass ball. Right?
They brought life to that side of the field.
Yes, they have.
You know, I mean, they were feeling it. They got beat 3-1. They were down 3-0, and there's new life on the visitor side.
Yeah, when you talk about letting people back in, that's pretty much what happened. What's happened thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 1. Strike 2, excuse me. Oh, hear that wind picking up, huh?
Blowing my sheets.
Yep. We're in the bottom of the 3. Byrd has come up with 4 in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Catcher hesitates. Wow. Swing and a miss. Ball got away from the catcher, and he kind of hesitated to throw to first.
He thought about throwing to third first.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it was. Took a look over there, but he did get the runner at first, as you see right there. High throw, but, got it there in time.
He does
for
get
the first out of the inning.
We'll see if St. Aug's going to play infield in. Doesn't look like they are.
Nope.
Shortstop's kind of playing halfway in. Second baseman's deep.
Noah Chasso at the plate, squared the bunt. Pulled back and took strike 1.
I think he was taking the pitch right there. I didn't see any action at the guy on third, so.
Yeah. Otis delivers. There's a smash to center field. The center fielder is under it, makes the play. The runner tags at third, and he'll get there.
I tell you what,
5th run of the inning.
When he hit that ball, I said, "There's no way he's throwing him out." That was a great throw.
It was a lot closer than I thought. Yeah.
That was a great throw.
A whole lot closer than I thought. So the sac fly comes through. Noah Chasso comes through with the sac fly to make it 5-3. Byrd.
5-run inning
over
here.
St. Augustine. 5 runs thus far in the 3rd.
And the inning starts with 2 gifts, a walk and a hit batter, and then they're able to piece up 5 runs after that.
First pitch from Otis is a strike. Feitner with those laces, a single to right center field. 2-out single for Caleb Feitner.
That's 3 hits, 2 walks, and a hit batter in the inning. That's a nice way to come back.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. And at the plate now, the pitcher, J.B. Shoup, with 2 out.
You make him hit this time, huh?
And his team, 2 out, and his team leading 5-3. The bottom of the 3rd.
He takes that pitch, shakes his head. I don't get that pitch when I throw it. Wish I did. Score would be 5-0.
0-1 count, 2 out. Bottom 3. The pitch is outside. Even at 1-1. Score not even at 5-3 in favor of the Yellow Jackets of Byrd in game 2. St. Aug took the first game 3-1.
Looking to even the series up and send it to tomorrow.
Yep. Fields looking, delivers. fouled grounder down the first baseline. Weird looking fouls going down there.
Inside out of that ball, got hit on the hands. I don't have his stats right now. I don't think he bats a lot. They hit for him the first time.
Yeah. Right, yeah, I was going to say because they hit for him the first time.
Yeah.
Runner at first goes to second, and he gets there easily. Oh, what?
Strike three.
Strike three. Okay, all righty. So yeah, maybe he doesn't hit a lot. Maybe you are absolutely right. In the inning, the Yellow Jackets take the lead in the bottom of the third with 5 runs. They lead in this one 5-3.
5 runs on 3 hits. No Purple Knight errors. They leave one on.
On. Yep. So 5 runs, 3 hits. 3 hits? Yeah. 3 hits.
You know, there's
no errors. 1 left.
There's an interesting stat that Major League Baseball has, and it holds up if you watch your box scores. Is that one team will score more runs in 1 inning than the other team will score in the entire game 80% of the time. And
one team will score more runs in 1 inning than the other team will score
in the rest of the game.
In the entirety of the game. Okay.
Like if this score was to hold up, then that would hold up.
Is that true?
Have
they proven that?
It stands that they released it. I didn't.
Huh? Have they proven
I didn't make that up.
Huh?
Which is why, as coaches, we talk about staying out of the big inning. Because the big inning is so devastating. And a 5-run inning here, you know, they went from 3 down to 2 ahead.
Right.
I'm not saying that St. Aug's not going to score 6 or 7 runs in the game, win the game. They can't. You know, that's the other 20% of the time. But, you know, in the major leagues, you'll see a 7-2 game. They scored 3 runs in 1 inning.
Right.
You know, and it wasn't by a lot, but it's enough. Or a 2-0 game. And obviously, they scored more in 1 inning than the other team scored. But the stat is 80% of the time, and we'll see if something like that holds up here.
We're going to the top of the 4th. And leading off the inning for the Purple Knights. As the wind blows me away, ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop makes the play. Throws over the first for the first out of the inning.
Once again, we keep talking about it. You get a ground ball to short, you got to get the first guy out.
Yep, got first guy out.
That's how you stop big innings.
And Dylan Robinson is at the plate now for the Purple Knights, trailing 5-3 to Byrd. Fouls the first pitch back into the screen.
He's 2 for 2 in the game with a triple.
Triple and single, right?
Yep. Now the question is, how does St. Aug handle the pressure of being behind? And we'll see, how they handle that.
Here's the pitch in tight, close, but it's a ball.
And you can't. Birds right now, you don't want to give them anything. No walks, no hit batters, no errors, nothing to fuel an inning. If they come back and hit it, well, then you give them credit.
Ball 2. Purple Knight dugout. That's the noise you hear. Trying to get a rally going. That's
trying
not,
to
that's not Marty. That's not Marty beating on the table.
They're trying to annoy somebody.
That's not Marty beating on the table. Ball 3. 3-1 count now to Dylan Robinson. With 1 out in the top of the 4th. There's a smash to left field going back. It's up against the wall. And Dylan Robinson, to go along with that triple he came up with in the first inning, and a single, and now a double. 3 for 3 on the night, huh, Marty?
3 for 3 in this game.
Yeah.
And all he needs is a long ball for a cycle.
Yep.
He's
a triple.
He's hit the hard one. He got the hard one first at bat, the triple. Then he singled, and now he doubles off the wall. I thought that was the home run, though.
Yep.
When he hit it, I thought that was the one. Our wind has kind of flipped a little bit.
Yeah.
And is now blowing out towards left from right field to left field. Not out, but across wind.
Courtesy runner. I assume it's Marlon Thompson again because he's been courtesy runner every day.
Has to be the same guy.
Yeah. So it's 1 out, runner at second for St. Augustine, and Braden Stewart, the first baseman, at the plate. J.B. Shoup still on the mound for the Yellow Jackets.
Pitching to the lead for the first time. Byrd getting a lead for the first time today in 2 games.
So maybe that rhythm you hear did kind of spark Dylan Robinson. Yeah. Maybe it did. It's not Marty beating on the table, as I said. Squared the bunt, pulls back, called strike.
They know about rhythm, music and rhythm at St. Aug, that's for sure. It's the marching 100.
Yep.
Which is really 200.
Yep. Now, yeah. Again, yeah, like it used to be almost, yeah. The 2-1 pitch. Squared the bunt.
Tries the bunt for a single right there.
Yep.
Comes up.
Evens the count at 2-2.
Good idea. Had the first baseman playing way back.
5-3 Byrd leading. St. Aug leading the series at this point, 1-0, because they took the first game 3-1. Stewart steps out.
I watched the old clip the other day on drag bunting from Mickey Mantle.
Oh, yeah, he could do it, especially when he could run. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And the second out of the inning, Stewart goes down swinging.
Now for the plate, for the purple knight, left fielder number 9, Isaiah Field.
Isaiah Fields at the plate now for St. Augustine. With 2 out and a runner on second for the Purple Knights.
Throws in the big curve.
Yeah.
It stays up.
Yep.
Ball 1.
Ball 1. Fields hits right. 1-0 count. Sharp foul down the third baseline. Counts even at 1-1.
I'll give you another useless fact. Is that
it's the best kind?
Is that most doubleheaders split?
Most doubleheaders split. I could buy it. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I can see that. Pitches outside for ball 2. For running the count to 2-1.
For whatever reason, but more doubleheaders split than teams sweep.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't necessarily need proof for that one.
Well, you be watching your box scores, okay?
2-1 pitch, and as a little scribbler down to first base. First baseman picks it up, steps on the bag for out number 3.
A scribbler, you say?
I like that, yeah. Got to make up some words sometimes, you know. A scribbler. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left for the Purple Knights at the end of 3.5. It's Byrd 5, St. Augustine 3. In game 2 of this best-of-3 series, Purple Knight victory, and they move on in the playoffs to take on Catholic of Baton Rouge. A Yellow Jacket victory, and they come right back here tomorrow morning to settle the issue with the rubber match. Game 3.
What time they scheduled that one for?
I think somebody told me it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Byrd, a chance
Does
to
that
get
sound
home.
Right to you? You know, give them a chance to get home. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds like the way it would work. I would think so. I would think so.
You mentioned earlier to me off the TV that they were staying out in Laplace.
Laplace, yes.
God's
Laplace.
country out in the river parishes.
Yeah, your area. This evening's coverage of Crescent City Sports is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 45 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. Gibbs Construction.
Out in the river parishes. If you like alligators, crawfish, you're in the right spot out there, babe. Got to check your pool before you get in.
Check your Oh, yeah, you're right about that. I guess you better check your pool. Rhett Marshall leading off for the Yellow Jackets in the bottom of the fourth. They lead 5-3 over St. Aug. And fouled back. You heard it hit the roof there.
The budget again.
Yep. Fouled back. And didn't give you the budget. Still thinking about that budget.
Always. Can't be a coach and not think about that.
I.L. Otis on the mound for St. Augustine. Ball outside. Count even at 1-1.
For Byrd, the key right here is to find the guy to try to get your leadoff man on, get him over, get him in, add on runs. Add on runs take the game away.
Uh-huh.
If it stays 5-3 throughout, they'll have to battle every inning, every time a guy gets on or whatever. But you try to, if you can add on, tack on run,
right?
You can pull away and make it much more difficult.
I.L. Otis on the mound for St. Augustine. 18 1/3 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts. There's a swing and a miss.
He's throwing it right now. I mean, he's throwing hard. He's got a little change up. Takes a little. I don't know if it's a straight change, but he takes a little something off it every now and then.
Uh-huh.
Just enough to get the hitter off balance.
2-2 count. We're in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch is way outside. Full count.
Arm side high. Kind of left his overstrided a little bit right there. Couldn't get the arm back into proper position.
Rhett Marshall, center fielder.
You don't want to walk the leadoff man.
At the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
And he did not. He blows him out.
Blows him away, yep. For out number 1 of the bottom of the fourth inning.
For the Yellow Jackets, second baseman, number 5, Alex Moulton.
Leadoff hitter, Alex Moulton.
Back to the top of the order.
Top of the order with 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Moulton was hit by a pitch in that big inning.
I.L. Otis on the mound. Moulton fouls one back to the screen for strike 1. Umpire going out to talk to the pitcher.
Give him a ball.
Yeah, but
he reached in his bag and found out the one that was cut that he picked up and put in his bag without looking at it. Wait, let me get rid of that.
Give it to the catcher and let him throw it. But he walked out. Anyway, okay. The count's 0-1. It just looked strange, It almost looked like he was coaching him.
Yeah.
And it must have worked because that was a strike for strike 2.
Quit looking at me like that. 0-2.
Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-2. Number 5, Alex Moulton.
Just off the plate right there.
Second baseman.
Really good pitch. Good waist pitch.
Wind has died down, you notice?
I do, now that you mention it.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. So that's another K.
Back to back.
For young Mr. Otis.
Back to back.
I.L. Otis. back-to-back Ks.
Dealing right now. That's 3 for him.
Roll.
Actually, that's 4 for him.
Designated hitter, Kalen Rawls. Up next with 2 out. In the bottom of the 4th.
See, the ball the umpire gave me, he didn't like that one. Give me another one.
But he didn't walk halfway between the pitcher's mouth and home plate to give it to him. That's all I'm saying. And
there he goes.
And then appeared to whisper something in his ear. And he did look like it, didn't it? Didn't it look that way to you?
I did. Told you what he said.
I'm not saying that there was anything.
Quit looking at me like that. I'll call balls and strike you pitch.
It just looked different from what you usually see. Anyway. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out.
Curveball just off the outside corner.
Make it 2-0.
Good hitter's pitch right here for
Ivel Otis on the mound for St. Aug. It's a ground ball, second base. Mercadal picks it up, throws to first for the out. Out number 3, end of the inning. In the bottom of the 4th, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left at the end of 4. It's the Byrd Yellow Jackets 5, the St. Augustine Purple Knights 3. Well, Marty, what do you think, sir? What do you have to say about this situation?
Well, every coach's nightmare is a big inning. We talk at practice all the time about make sure you get an out on every play. Okay? Don't give them anything extra. As a coach, I always talked about they get 7 base runners in a game. That's our goal.
7 base
hold
runners.
them
You
to
want to
7.
hold them to 7.
7 base runners in the game.
Why 7, Marty?
Because they
How
can't
do you
really
come up with that?
You really can't hurt me if you spread them out.
Okay.
If you get 7 in one inning, you might beat me.
But why 7? How did they come up with 7?
1 per inning. 1 an inning.
Okay.
Major League Baseball uses 9.
Okay.
I got that from one of the
All
national
right.
conventions. One pitching coach said that, and and if you don't, you count errors, walks, hit batters, and hits. And your goal is to hold them to 7, as close to 7 as you can. Obviously, that's not 7's hard. Okay. Just the 7 is hard unless you just got a pitcher who's dominating out there. So 7, but when you start walking people and hitting them, you add to that number, and that of the 7 you don't want to get. They're going to get some hits. You know, a team a normal game, a team's going to get about 5 hits. In a good game, they're going to get 10. So that's kind of in between. That's 7. If they just get hits, they're not going to beat you very often. But when that 5 inning, in that 1 5 innings game right here, they ended up with 6 guys on base in that 1 inning. And 5 of the 6 scored.
Top of the 5th, leading off with St. Augustine, number 3, the center fielder, C.J. Cornelius, who squares the bunt and bunts it foul down the third base line.
So if that's your goal, then you have to work on that and not give away anything free. And that's what this pitcher's got to do right now. They've got to get a bunch of hits to beat him.
Ground ball to the shortstop, comes up throwing, and yes, he's
very
out.
Nice play.
Good play. Good play. Very nice by Mr. Feitner, the shortstop.
You have to have a really good arm to do what he's about to do right here. Ball's to his right. Yep. He attacks it like he's supposed, coming forward.
Right.
And then he throws it across his body and gets the whole carry.
Not bad for a baseball player, for a basketball player.
Well, I think he's a pretty good baseball player, too.
Yeah, he looks pretty. He looks pretty good. That he does. Up next with St. Augustine, the second baseman, number 2, the Deuce.
And that's a nice play because he had a rough first game.
Yeah.
He had some tough plays and some things, but he had a rough first game.
Where he couldn't get the ball out of the glove.
Right, and he's come into this game and played very well.
Yep. Mercadal fouls it back.
And good athletes are going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's a multi-sport guy, but good athletes are going to put that first game away. Okay, that one's I can't do anything about that now.
Right.
Come out and play the second game, and he's done great in this game.
Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Mercadal for strike 2 with 1 out in the top of the 5th. 5-3. Byrd with the advantage. Next pitch is too low for ball 2. Mercadal at the plate, second baseman, as we said, the senior leader, defensively especially, made some outstanding plays in these 2 games. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's outside.
He's made a lot of plays in this game, in these 2 games too. He's had a lot of chances, and he's done a good job.
Full count. The delivery. Ball 4. Mercadal draws the walk with 1 out.
Now, come to the plate. For the Purple DH, number 15, Mackay McCollum.
Mackay McCollum, the designated hitter, up next. For St. Augustine with 1 out and a runner on first.
And you really can't put base runners on for St. Aug because you haven't shown the ability to stop them from stealing second.
Correct.
And he's one of their best runners.
Get back. Almost caught him leaning on that one. Throw to first base to
and that's
hold him.
See, and now he should go quick. Don't hold the ball. Just set and go. He wouldn't be ready to run.
Right.
Now make sure you set.
Yeah, make sure you. Yeah, yeah. We had a couple of balks in the first game.
Right. Make sure you set.
Pitches.
But you come in, you set and go. Don't even look at him. Don't even glance at him. If he's running, he'll be step late, and you might get a chance to throw him out.
McCollum at the plate. Pitch is high. Catcher makes a throw down to first. Does not get the runner.
And then once again, they're just putting a little pressure on him. He's worrying about the runner and not the pitch.
There's a shot to left field. It is caught. What a catch at the wall. And the runner at first has to try to get back. He gets back in time, but McCollum really laced that one.
What a
great catch. That's the second terrific defensive play in the outfield. Look at that catch. I mean, went all the way to the wall, made the catch, hit the ground, and came up throwing.
Backhand catch against the wall, crashing into it. I don't know if it had gone out, but it's a great play.
What a day. That's Abram Anderson out there.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, who pitched in the first game. Yeah. So we had a terrific play in center field earlier by the Yellow Jackets, by Rhett Marshall. And now Abram Anderson comes up with a defensive gem at the wall in this inning. 2 out now, the runner on first.
What I love about this game, is the momentum flipped, and all of a sudden the team that took the lead is making the great plays.
Yeah, right.
Last game, it was St. Aug having the ball hit and making jumping and leaping catches, and now the game's flipped, and the Yellow Jackets are doing it. This game is fabulous.
Mikey Rhodes at the plate for the Purple Knights, down in the count 0-2 with 2 out and a runner at first. Mercadal, the runner at first.
I'm still shaking my head over that catch. He's not
The
throwing
runner
him out.
makes it easily, goes to second, does not draw a throw.
He got the right pitch, too.
Yeah.
That slow curve,
Right.
down and away. Catcher had to backhand it, right off the turf. No, he's not throwing him out on that.
1-2 delivery coming with 2 out in the top of the 5th for St. Augustine. Mercadal on second. The pitch is outside. The count is even at 2-2. On deck for the Purple Knights, number 6, Zach Thornton. J.B. Shoup on the mound delivers. That's a ball. Gets away from the catcher, and the runner is going to try to advance to third, and he does.
Ball's mishandled right there by the catcher.
And allowing Deuce Mercadal to go to third with 2 out. Full count to Zach Thornton.
No.
The pitch. Yeah. Good breaking pitch. Got him.
It's a perfect pitch. It takes him out the inning, and they don't have to make a play. If he finds a way to put the ball in play right there, it puts a pressure on the defense. But the strikeout right there, nobody has to handle it. Nobody has that feel because that runner's he stole second, went to third on a pass ball. You know, you just have to keep pressure on people. St. Aug wasn't able to do that there, and the strikeout turns the inning around. And now we talk about counting outs. Now it gets late for St. Aug.
Yep. We are through 4.5. And that one, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. Byrd leading 5-3 over the Purple Knights of St. Augustine in Game 2 of this 3-game series. The winner of this series goes on to face Catholic Baton Rouge. St. Aug won Game 1. If they can pull this off and come back and win, they'll face Catholic Baton Rouge. If not, we're back here tomorrow morning where the Purple Knights and the Yellow Jackets will face each other.
For a morning tea game, huh? With everything online.
This evening's coverage of Crescent City Sports is brought to you by the Lamarck Motor Company in Kenner. Lamarck Lincoln is the only Lincoln Black Label dealership in the market. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Must be a reason. And there are a number of reasons why Byrd leads St. Augustine 5-3 in Game 2 of this 3-game set.
Well, let me see. 3 really nice, two great play catches in the outfield.
That's 2.
A really nice play at shortstop. Some clutch hits.
Yep.
2 wild pitches for runs.
Yep.
You know, they've done the things they have to do to be in the lead.
And remember, they were down 3-0.
They were. And the key right here is tack on. You got to find some runs. If you just leave it here, you give St. Aug the opportunity to come back. You put 1 up here, make it 6-3, or 2 and make it 7-3. Now you put a ton of pressure on the other team.
Yep. Ivell Fields on the mound for the Purple Knights. Struck out 2 in his first inning. A 1-2-3 inning, which it was.
Struck out 4 since he came in.
Yeah. Came in to replace Dylan Robinson on the mound. As he warms up. Now, I want to mention again that the Yellow Jackets have a nice contingent
nice
of
crowd,
fans here. They really do.
Must not have known we were putting it on TV.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they didn't, but
like
they're here. They
come to New Orleans.
You gotta say that they showed up.
Catcher, number 18, Rowan On.
Yeah, they showed up. No doubt about that.
You can imagine what a home game's like if there's this many on the road.
Yeah.
5 hours from home.
Rowan Arnold leading off the bottom of the 5th for Byrd. His Yellow Jackets leading by 2, 5-3. First pitch from Ivell Fields is a ball. Excuse me, a strike.
Umpire likes that corner.
Yep. Fields delivers. Strike 2.
Interesting. If you're going to bunt for a hit, you don't show it that early. And you don't usually show bunt and take with a 0-1 count. So
The runner, the third baseman, Mikey Rose, running in on that one. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Ivell Fields.
That's his
as we said. Committed to Jackson State.
Well, he's throwing it right now.
No. Number 3, Marshall Boyd.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, Marshall Bowen is coming in. Strike one.
You know, if you
I tell you what, he's got things rolling.
he is throwing the ball well. He's kept them in the game. He came in when in the back end of that. He gave up a sack fly for the 5th run, but it wasn't his responsibility.
Another swing. Ivel Otis has really got it going. He has got it going.
He's playing old-fashioned hardball again.
Yep.
Here it is. See if you can hit it.
0-2 count. The batter is kind of hanging around trying to break his rhythm, I guess. Marshall Bowen at the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
He is not even playing around.
I mean, he is bringing it. Ivel Otis. What's that? Strikeout number 5?
For Jack, left fielder, number 13,
Yeah.
Abram Anderson.
2 out. Bottom 5. Abram Anderson, who made that play out in left field at the wall. At the plate. Pitch is low and away for ball 1. Otis looking in. And just misses for ball 2. That looked like one of your pitches again, Mark. That looked like one of yours that you've been talking about it. You know, I mean, look kind of close to you.
I like a big zone.
2 balls, no strikes. He delivers. The mitt is popping.
It is.
Strike 1.
And he just got that inside corner, which he hadn't been given.
2-1 count. The windup. Fouled back. Out of play.
This is Anderson's 2nd time facing Otis. He struck out the first time.
Count is even at 2-2. Otis looking. And here it comes. Ground ball, shortstop. Makes the play. Throws to first. Gets him easily. 1-2-3 inning. Another 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. At the end of 5, it's Byrd 5, St. Augustine 3.
5-3.
All 5 runs coming in the 3rd inning for the home standing Yellow Jackets in this game. As we said, 3-game series.
And they did a great job in that inning of getting guys on base.
Yeah.
A walk and hit batter. Then they got their hits until they tied it, and then they got their last 2 runs on wild pitches.
J.B. Shoup is still out there. Remember, we thought that he might be gone by now, you know, when this game started. He had some problems, but he's still out there. And
well, after the first inning, he's been great. You know, I mean, I say that the first and second inning he struggled a little bit, but he went 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3 for the next 3 innings.
Yeah.
He's faced the minimum. They give up 1 hit, but they rolled a double play. Or they threw him out stealing, not double play, but he's faced the minimum for the last couple innings, last 3 innings. So, but once again, what happened? What changed?
Yeah.
The scoreboard. It
There
gave
you
him
go.
the lead. He put pedal to the metal.
So Mr. Shoup is still out there as we go to the top of the 6th inning.
Number 6, Zach Thornton.
Zach Thornton will lead off for the Purple Knights.
Shoup right now is feeling that lead. Now he needs to attack. Make sure he gets the first guy out.
Two balls.
Yeah, you don't want to trigger anything. You don't want to walk the leadoff man.
Zach Thornton playing right field. Ball's outside. The count is 3-0.
He'll be taking at least one, probably maybe two.
And there's his first strike, running the count to 3-1.
He goosed that one over. That one had no zip on it. He just got it here.
Fouled back. The count is now full.
The difference in the velocity between the 3-0 and the 3-1 was about 10 miles an hour.
Yeah. Top of the 6th inning. Byrd leading 5-3 in game 2. Here's the pitch. Way outside. He loses him. Loses him. It's a leadoff base on balls.
Now to the plate for the Purple Knights. Number 23, Mason Harris.
He's going to run for him. No, he just wants to talk. All right, what is our situation? 2-run game, man on first. Leadoff man on. Coaches called his group together, so, okay, what are we talking about? We got a steal, we got a bunt. He knows his personnel better than I do.
I know. So, what do you think he'll do?
Well, I'm going to get him to second. I'm going to cut this lead to 1 in the 6th. I'm not going to the 7th down 2. Makes things much, much harder. So you're trying to get a run, at least 1 run right here, and cut this to a 1-run game. That's your theory as a coach. I can't have a 0 here. If I have a 0 here, it puts way too much pressure on the 7th inning. So I've got to score. I got the leadoff man on. If I have confidence in him stealing it, I do that. If not, I bunt. Or I steal and then I bunt.
Gotcha. Mason Harris is at the plate.
And he took the first pitch without squaring. So what do I know?
Well,
it's just a different style.
It's just a different style,
He may have told him take a strike, too.
There goes the runner and foul way out the street. He turned on that one, but it was way foul. The runner had second base stolen, I think.
Well, he definitely took a hack right there, but he's going to get the big curve right now. You might steal second right here, but you're getting the curveball.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ooh, he got him.
Remember me talking about, about go quick to home?
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
For runner at first, wasn't even off his lead yet. He went quick to home, got the called third. He actually quick pitched him maybe, but
no pause in the motion.
Yeah. But that's a big out right there without the runner moving up.
1 out in the inning, and up steps Dylan Robinson, but we're going to have a mound visit by the Yellow Jackets.
Okay, now we're talking their philosophy. He's going to steal second. Somewhere in this at bat, he's going to steal second. What are you doing?
Are you saying he will successfully steal?
Well, he's going to steal.
Now, what are you saying?
He's going to steal second. Okay. Oh, they took him out.
Oh, time to make a change. So J.B. Shoup is done for the day on the mound.
Great performance.
Yeah.
Great performance.
Because remember, I didn't think he would finish.
After 2, you were wondering, then his team scores 3 and he gets new life.
Yeah. Really. I really didn't think he'd finish.
11? What we got on?
Yep, looks like 11.
It is 11.
Looks like 11.
Will
Vinay, a right-hander. 6'2", 165-pound junior.
Well, he's coming in a tough spot now. He looks like he's live. He's long.
Yeah. 5-3 record. 34 2/3 innings pitched. A 3.83 earned run average. 4 walks, 27 strikeouts.
27 strikeouts and 4 walks. That's outstanding.
That's a good ratio.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
That's a heck of a ratio.
So
even I can figure that out.
So if you have such a thing as a closer, this is it.
Yep. Yep.
You're asking him to get you 5 outs.
Get your 5 outs and get you to tomorrow.
Exactly. Keep us alive.
Uh-huh.
If I'm St. Aug right now, I'm looking somewhere early in the count to steal second.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Now, if I am successful, what's going to happen? They're going to possibly walk Robinson, who's 3 for 3.
Think they're going to not fool with him?
I would think they would not.
Just don't fool around with
But
him?
he is the tying run.
Yeah, true.
But he also went off the wall last time.
Yeah.
So, this is why these guys get
He's
money.
looking at a cycle, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
That's why these guys get paid.
He's got a triple. You know,
I stood in these dugouts. This is not easy.
yeah.
Right now, you're just hoping he doesn't hit it out of the hole.
There goes the runner.
There goes the runner. Oh, they got him.
And they got him. They got him. Hey,
That is the risk.
nice throw.
That is the risk. The catcher, they stole 7 bases in the first game in a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And now he's thrown 2 guys out. That is a perfect throw. I'm so excited for him. Rowan Arnold makes a perfect
Nice
throw to second.
Oh, man.
In a crucial
And there's
spot.
a strike. And that was a good-looking breaking pitch there, too, by Mr. Vinay.
Now you keep Robinson in the park, and you're good.
2 out. Top of the 6th. 5-3 Byrd. 1-1 count. We got a new pitcher in, Will Vinay, who has that 27-4 strikeout to walk ratio for the season. And he and the catcher are going to have a little powwow. The 1-1 count.
And right there, the coach is hoping that he gets a breaking ball on that pitch, and
Yeah.
instead he gets a fastball outside and it's like a pitch out. Pitch is in the dirt.
There's another ball. It's in the dirt. Yep.
Yeah. Or the artificial dirt.
Dangerous Dylan Robinson at the plate. The pitch. He laces one to center field for a base hit. Drops in front of the center fielder. And another base hit for Dylan Robinson.
Only his 4th of the game.
So we had a triple, a double, and 2 singles.
Yep.
Right?
Not a bad game.
Not a bad game at all. Not bad at all. Braden Stewart will step up to the plate.
And you know what he's going to tell you after the game?
What?
If I had a pitch better,
We would have won. Yeah. Yeah.
And they might win anyway, but right now he's thinking, I should have pitched better.
Yep. So, yep.
Well, we're going to get another attempt.
It's a 2-run situation, 5-3. Bluffs as if he was going on the first pitch.
See, this is much harder to throw the guy out. Left-handed hitter. Okay, you're going to paint the outside corner, but that's the wrong side for the catcher. With a right-hander, he's right there. The ball's right there for him to throw.
There's a high pop fly in the infield. Third baseman coming over and makes the play for out number 3.
At a time of 6 for the Braves.
So Vinay comes in and kind of calms things down.
But the caught stealing is the big play.
That was the big play.
In that inning.
Absolutely.
The caught stealing changed everything because Robinson turns around singles, he'd have drove in that run. So the caught stealing's the big play in that inning. Great throw by Rowan Arnold and a nice tag down on the far end by Moden. And hey, things are looking good for the Yellow Jackets right now, going into the bottom of the 6th. Once again, I'm going to ask you, you got to find a run. Just one.
Just one. Just one.
The pressure's certainly flipped. It's on
Exactly.
Now they're not staring at an elimination game,
Right.
because they know that they're at least going to play tomorrow.
Right.
If they lose this game, but they want to win tonight. They're trying to
you
close
want
it out.
to get it. You want to get it out of the way, man. you don't want to fool around.
No.
You don't want to fool around. The situation is that it's Byrd leading game 2, 5-3 over St. Augustine. The Purple Knights took game 1, 3-1. So a Byrd victory in this one will even the series at 1 apiece, and they'll come back here tomorrow to decide things and decide who will face Catholic of Baton Rouge, the number 2 seed in Division I Select. He's been outstanding on the mound thus far.
Ooh.
And we're talking about Ivel Otis.
6 strikeouts in 2 1/3 inning, 2 2/3 inning.
6 strikeouts in 2 1/3.
2 2/3.
Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad.
8 outs, 6 strikeouts. Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad at all. Noah Chasson leading off the bottom of the 6th for the Yellow Jackets. First pitch is a ball. Otis looking and brings it. It's ball 2.
Once again, just what we talk about, you got to stay away from base on balls.
Yep.
Especially leadoff base on balls.
Got to hold up right here.
Can't see your fingers.
The 2-0 pitch from Ivel Otis. Ground ball. Third baseman comes across, makes the play, throws, and he's out at first.
Close play at first, but nice quick throw.
Good. Yep.
Kind of ran with it a little bit, but
Good play by Mikey Rhodes.
Michael Rhodes makes it.
Coming over, grabbing it. It was headed toward the shortstop, but he came over and got it.
St. Aug's right now. Let's just keep it at 5. Keep it at 5-3.
Yep.
Give us a chance in the bottom of the inning, or the top of the 7th.
Caleb Feitner in the box, the Byrd shortstop. First pitch is low for a ball.
In this game, right there, singled and struck out.
Mm-hmm. Swings, and it's a foul tip. So the count is 1-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning, with his Yellow Jackets leading by 2, 5-3.
Otis just throwing old-fashioned heat right now. Here it is. See if you can hit it, boys.
He is.
And right now they're having trouble with it.
1-1 delivery. About to come, and here it is. Inside.
A little high.
Little inside. 2-1.
In, up, all around.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. I think I heard a tip on that one.
You did?
Yep. Was strike 2.
And he must have some run on this ball,
Yeah.
because of all the strikeouts. They're swinging through a lot of pitches.
Ivel Otis about to deliver swing, and it's a foul.
When I first started coaching, we talked about the jump on the ball. The ball would get to in front of home plate and would jump through the zone.
Uh-huh.
Well, now we're finding out that they can count the rotations, what that is. You know? It's a guy who has a real tight spin on it that makes it just ride. He must have some good spin on his ball, Otis, because they're really having trouble with his fastball.
The 2-2. out into right field. Nope, short right field because the second baseman playing on the grass really didn't move and came up with the play. Looked like it was going further, didn't it?
That's his spot.
Yep, that's his spot, playing on the grass. Mercadal.
He likes it there, and he doesn't miss it.
Yep.
He's had a great game defensively.
He has. It makes the play for the second out. Will Vinay, the pitcher, came in the pitch last inning. I think it's his first time at the plate. Swings and
I mean, at
ground
bats he
foul
has this
to
year.
third. Let's see. What does he have at bats? Will Vinay, 14 at bats.
Yeah, I was going to say.
With a 429 average, he has 6 hits. 6 hits, all singles. But, yeah.
Lead pitcher who gets a hat bat every now and then.
Yeah. And I think I said, for my first question, this team has not hit a home run this year.
Right.
Yeah. I think you have to, but just.
It sure helps.
Yeah. 0-2 pitch to Will Vinay. Fly ball center field. Makes the play for out number 3.
At the end, the 506.
So Ivel Otis,
and we talked about tack on
really
runs.
come in and shut him down.
Right, you take the lead and you say, okay, we have to get some runs. We have to do a tack up runs.
Right.
He has given them nothing.
Yeah.
In the last 3 innings, he's gone three up. Yeah, three up, three down.
Yeah.
So he's done his job.
Yeah. He came in and did his job.
Now
No doubt about it.
you ought to walk over there and say, okay, guys, let's go.
Give me some help.
Swing the bats a little bit. I'll put 3 more up.
Give me some help. So we're looking at going to the top of the 7th. Purple Knights trailing by 2, 5-3. A Yellow Jacket win will force Game 3 tomorrow.
And that's always fun. Elimination games are always they're always real tight, tense and tight, and a lot of pressure on both sides when that happens.
I'm sure St. Augustine wished that this was the elimination game, but hasn't turned out that way yet. So we shall see. We still got Mr. Vinay out there on the mound, who came in to replace J.B. Shoup. And who did a good job, by the way.
He did.
As a starter.
He did. After he struggled for the first 2 innings with a lot of pitches, and then righted his ship and came in threw the ball well.
When you look at it, the Yellow Jackets they've had 2 pretty good pitching outings here. Okay, even Anderson didn't win the first game, but he pitched well. He pitched well enough to win.
He did. He would have got a little bit of help.
Plenty well enough to win. Yeah, he sure did. So, leading on.
Number 9, Isaiah Fields.
Isaiah Fields, well, that fielder this evening will lead off for the Purple Knights in the top. In the top of the 7th. Lays down a bunt. Ooh, pretty good looking bunt too. That's a base hit. He'll beat it out. I told you yesterday I stopped by practice and they were working a lot on bunting.
Well,
I guess it worked. Isaiah Fields with a base hit, a bunt base hit.
And that's very unselfish because, everybody wants to hit a double or jack one out of here.
Yeah.
But he realizes that they have to get guys on.
We need runners.
We
need
and he lays down that perfect bunt.
Yep. C.J. Cornelius at the plate now with nobody out. Strike. Nice pitch.
Good pitch right there. Remember we were talking about getting that extra run last inning to make it a one-run game?
Yeah.
You can imagine the pressure that would be on Byrd right now if they were able to execute that, and they weren't.
Yeah.
And they were throwing out stealing instead of bunting early in the in that bat.
Right.
But this would be the pressure would be incredible on Byrd right now.
Woo!
Especially in an elimination game with a 1-run lead in the 7th.
2 balls and 1 strike to C.J. Cornelius with a runner on first. And his team down 5-3. We are in the top of the 7th inning. Outside for ball 3, 3-1 count.
This is a pitcher that doesn't walk a lot of guys.
Right.
He's down 3-1 in this count. Now, does he just fire a fastball right down the middle and see what happens, or?
C.J. Cornelius at the plate for the Purple Knights. Swings and sends one to right field, and it's caught. Runner way off first base and
they're
almost
lucky.
doubled him up. Yep.
They're lucky right there. He
Really?
was way too far
He
off.
was way too far.
where that ball was.
I went, whoa.
A
where
good
are you
throw,
going?
and we got a bang-banger at first.
Where are you going for the first out of the inning?
And he wasn't going anywhere. He just turned and watched.
Yeah.
He spun his hips like you're supposed to. Watched the catch. He just didn't realize how far he was, I guess.
Deuce Mercadal at the plate now with 1 out in the top of the 7th, and his team trailing by 2. There's a wild pitch. The runner advances to second.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And the reason it is because he doesn't mean anything, okay? But he sets up that takes away all the little short outs,
Right.
the little plays at second that now that's gone. You're gonna have to go across the diamond.
Forces and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
yeah,
that you would have had. Yeah. 1-0 pitch. Squares to bunt. Misses. Strike 1.
Like that third baseman better play this bunt. He just backed up to go cover the bag. That doesn't matter if he gets third. If you throw him out, that's 2 outs. Who cares if he's at third?
Right.
He doesn't mean anything anyway. Like they ought to just leave him alone. If he steals third, he can have it.
2-1 count now. With 1 out in the top of the 7th.
Don't look at him. Don't. The outfielders right now they should be deep. They should be playing no doubles. The corners ought to be taking the line away, because the only one that matters is standing at home plate.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Mercadal. The count is even at 2-2 with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Byrd leading 5-3.
And like the shortstop keeps jockeying with him. He ought to just position himself where he wants to be. Now, maybe he wants to be over there, but there's no need to do anything with him.
That's the pitch. You can hear
that's a tough
the
pitch
Yellow
to take.
Jacket fans.
That's a
it
tough
was
pitch
close.
to take.
It sure was.
He could have called him out easy.
And runs the count full with 1 out. Top of the 7th. Runner at second. Trailing by 2. Fouled back by Mercadal.
Birds, your mouth's dry right now. Your season's on. Your season's on the line.
3-2 pitch coming. 1 out. Mercadal fouls another one off. Battling. Will Vinay, who came in last inning for J.B. Shoup.
And he hasn't come in on him. He stayed away. They're playing him away. He hasn't come in. If he comes in tight, he might be able to get him on the hands.
Looking at the runner at second. Looking into the plate. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away again.
Staying away.
Mercadal fighting it off. And
I understand the theory of staying away. He's not going to hit a double. Unless he dumps it down the left field line. He probably not going to hit a double. So
5-3. Byrd leads. Top of the 7th. Purple Knights. The road team. And he hit him on the arm.
He's saying that it was ball 4.
He's saying
it hit him, but it was ball 4.
Yeah.
He didn't get out of the way,
and of course the coaching staff from Byrd,
if that would have been
arguing that he didn't.
Yeah, if that would have been 2 balls, they just left him in the box.
Okay, Mekhi McCollum at the plate now, with 2 runners on, runners at first and second, 1 out, top of the 7th. Purple Knights trailing by 2. McCollum fouls it back.
Came to hit.
Came up hacking. Came up hacking. A Purple Knight win, and they move on to the playoffs. A Yellow Jacket win, and we come back here tomorrow to settle things for the third and deciding game. Here's the pitch. There's a high fly ball to left center, right, center fielder comes in and gets it.
That didn't help.
Number 2. Nope. One of those bats where you didn't even move people up.
Nope.
We're down to 1 out.
Down to their last out. And just keep the the pitcher. He just needs to keep the pressure on him. Keep the pressure on.
That we won't. First pitch.
Once again, no doubles. Center fielder's a little bit shallow.
Runners on first and second. And that's away to Mikey Rhodes.
I'd like to have my center fielder just a little bit deeper so he can cut off anything in the gap. He backed up a little bit.
He's got to shade it over to the left. Vinay looking in, delivers. Ooh.
Balk.
Oh, wow.
What a time for that.
Oh, wow.
That's unbelievable. The timing of that is unbelievable.
Exactly, yeah. We had 2 balks in the first game. Is that correct?
Yes.
By Byrd.
But to put the tying run in scoring position in the 7th?
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, the timing of this one is the one. You got 2 runners in scoring position now with 2 out and a 2-0 count to Mikey Rhodes. Renee looking, delivers, and there's a strike.
He stopped that time.
Yep.
For a week.
2-1 count, 2 out, 2 runners on in scoring position, second and third. The pitch. Oh,
called another one.
What's there's something with this motion. Wow. And it's 5-4.
Wind up, son.
Yeah, there's something the home plate umpire is seeing. The runner moves from second to third. It's a 1-run lead now, 5-4 with 2 out. Mikey Rhodes at the plate. The pitch. Oh. Ball 3. What, Marty? What?
That's a ball. It had to be high. Let's just say that.
3-1 count. Here you go. We called that a ball. Wow. And now Yellow Jacket fans, that's who you hear. Zach Thornton will come up to the plate for the Purple Knights with runners on the corners.
Well, he's going to steal second.
First and third.
He's going to steal second, and you're not going to throw it.
Go on and do it, huh?
And you're not going to throw it.
No, you just let him go on.
And you're going to make the hitter get a hit.
Yep.
And you hope the umpire doesn't call balk.
Conference on the mound. Yeah, you hope he doesn't call balk. Do you see something?
No, I don't. I also thought the 2 pitches were strikes. So,
I'm up here, but, you notice on both the pitches I went, and looked.
As Kenny
like
always
could
said,
have been.
As Kenny says, we're here to tell the truth.
Looked like could have been.
The truth is what we see. So what we see looks like, like those were strikes. I'm not.
Yeah.
I didn't see the balk. Come on. In this situation.
Good to me.
In this situation.
Looked good to me. Yeah, that's like you said. It's the timing It has a lot to do
The
with
state's
it.
going to have to find me when I get tossed. I mean,
Calm down.
I got tossed plenty.
Calm down.
Cost me a lot of money.
Calm down. Oh, yeah? Y'all get fined? Y'all get tossed? The high school coaches do?
After 2.
Oh, they let you have 2 for free.
Now you have to sit out. So he gets tossed.
Wow.
He got to sit out tomorrow. That's no good.
Wow. And there he goes already. The runner from first to second. He just took off. Knew
He
they
can
weren't
have
going to
it.
throw. Yeah. They knew they weren't going to, worry about it.
But now the go-ahead runs at second base.
Yep. And the count is 0-1.
And the runner at
With
third's
2 out.
doing all kinds of stuff trying to get his attention.
Yeah. Mercadale's been at it.
Yeah,
Okay. Now we got 2 strikes on.
Just make sure you stop, son.
Yeah.
Like pause forever. He's got him in a pitcher's count.
That's a foul back.
I love this
Zach
game.
Thornton fighting it off.
This stuff's fun.
0-2 count. 2 out. Runners at second and third. Zach Thornton at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swings and fouls it off.
And let me say
Benet
this.
at the
Let me say
plate.
this pitcher's now, he's pausing for 3 seconds. There is no way
Making sure.
you're going to say I went too fast.
Yep. You know all that stuff you're talking about not stopping. No, he's just going. 0-2 pitch, 2 out. Here he comes. Swings and fouls it away.
Good pitch.
I'll
Good pitch
tell
right
you.
there.
Yeah.
Off the plate. Probably not a strike, but the hitter had to go get
boy.
it. Because I don't know why he called that pitch strike all day.
Yep. This is important. Knights win, they move on. Yellow Jackets win, back here tomorrow. The pitch. There's a little, as I call it, a scribbler to third. And the run scores, and we are tied. Scribbler to third, as you said, and you got to go back, son. Yeah, the third baseman made the play, but couldn't get the runner at first. Infield hit.
He fought off 2 pitches
Fought it
off the plate
That was a tough at bat.
just to get it in play.
Tough at bat for Thornton. And now the situation is 2 out.
First and third.
Top 7.
Tie
We're tied at 5. Runners on the corners. And at the plate, gentleman who struck out the last time he was up, come to think of it.
Mm-hmm. Keenan Phillips.
Nope. Mason Harris. Runner goes from first to second. Yep, 23, Mason Harris at the plate. First pitch. Strike 1. The next delivery, swing and a miss. Wasn't even close on that one. Counts 0-2 to Mason Harris. As we said, runners at second and third now. Scoring position. Ground ball in the hole to second and first. They flip and get the play, get the out for out number 3. Oh, that looked dangerous for a while. That looked like one of those that was going to,
Especially when the first baseman didn't go.
Yeah, going into no man's land, So we had 2 runs, 2 hits, no
16
errors,
box and
2 runners left on base, and we're all tied at 5 now. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. As we said, we're playing in New Orleans, but this is game 2 of a 3-game series. St. Augustine was the home team, and the first game.
I want to mention
they
again.
won 3-1.
I want to mention again. We're playing in New Orleans with umpires from Baton Rouge.
Okay, umpires from Baton Rouge,
and they are involved in this game now.
Yeah, umpires from
What
Baton Rouge.
happened to the 2 balks right there definitely impacted this game.
Yeah. There's no doubt about that.
And that's their whole job, is to not impact the game.
Well,
but he saw what he saw. He called it. He called it twice.
Yep. That's the case. So we're all tied at 5. And we've got young Mr. Otis is still out there on the mound,
throwing strikes,
throwing that stuff. Ibel Otis, number 7. He's just.
Byrd needs to regroup, because right now that dugout's got to be just beside themselves.
Right.
Okay,
They got to calm down.
Yeah, the kids need to regroup and find a way to get a run. Get a run, win the game. Unfortunately, you haven't had a base runner in 3 innings off this pitcher.
Yep, they just need to calm down and see what happens. The good thing about it is that they're the home team at least.
Yes,
and which would ordinarily be the case. Obviously, Rhett Marshall will lead off the inning, the bottom of the 7th for the Byrd Yellow Jackets.
Who need to get their leadoff man on, bunt him over to second, hit a single, win the game.
But outstanding job in relief by
both guys.
Yeah.
Both relievers have been out doing great.
Yeah. But Ibel Otis.
That's why those calls. It just kid's done a great job, and you hit him with 2 balks.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything different than he's been doing all game.
I didn't think he did. I didn't see anything. But Ibel Otis is on the mound. Like you said, he's had 3 innings of perfect stuff, with about 5 or 6 strikeouts along the way. So here we go, bottom of the 7th. Rhett Marshall at the plate for Byrd of Shreveport, once known as Shreveport High.
Were they?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
A long time ago, yep. First pitch for a ball. Here's the delivery. Squares to bunt. It's a strike. The count now 1-1.
1-1. Key to the inning right here. You got to find a way to get the first. And St. Aug's job is to not let him get there.
Otis delivers. It's a fly ball to right field. Right fielder going back. Center fielder comes over and makes the play.
Give me that thing.
Yep. For the first out of the inning.
Put into play for the Yellow Jackets, second baseman, number 5, Alex Moulton.
Top of the order again for the Yellow Jackets. The second baseman, Alex Moulton.
He scored a run in the big 3rd inning. Only got hit by a pitch. Other than that, he's 0 for 2.
Ibel Otis on the mound for the Purple Knights. Delivers. Ball 1. We're tied at 5. Bottom of the 7th. St. Augustine went ahead 3-0. Byrd came up with 5 runs in the 3rd inning to take a 5-3 lead, and St. Aug came up with a 2 spot in the top of the 7th to tie it.
My 80% won't show up in this game.
Here's the pitch. Pop up, it's foul, it'll be out of play. As you can hear it. Boom.
On the roof.
Yep, hitting the top of that roof here at Wesley Barrow Stadium. You do remember that home plate used to be back there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Beyond the left field wall. They just turned things around. 1-1 count.
I remember when that flagpole was in the field, too.
Alex Moulton at the plate for the Yellow Jackets with 1 out, bottom 7. Here's the pitch. Outside. The umpire is motioning to the Yellow Jacket dugout about something.
Yeah. Shh.
Getting a little pesky.
Look, winning on the road's hard enough. You're traveling,
yeah,
staying in hotels, and
all that,
and all that stuff without this.
Last pitch was a ball, running the count to 3-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. 5-5, St. Augustine and Byrd.
He's the leadoff man, so you assume he can run a little bit if he can get on first.
Mm-hmm. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Walked him. So we've got a runner on first with 1 out. And we're all tied at 5, and Barrett and Ray will come out and talk to Ivel Otis.
Now there's a lot of theories here, and
and one of them theories.
One of them is like I don't believe in bunting with 1 out. Okay.
You don't believe in bunting with 1 out.
With 1 out, and putting your runner at second off the sacrifice, with the concept that your next hitter is going to get a hit. You put a lot of pressure on him. Mm-hmm. I would prefer to do something else. But there are a lot of coaches that do that. One of them being one of the most successful coaches in the state, Glenn Cicchini.
Okay.
He will bunt with 1 out if it's 3 holes up next. Okay, figuring that you might walk him, but then you got to face his 4-hole, who's also an outstanding hitter.
Right.
He will do that, and he did it to me in a semifinal game 5 innings in a row.
Ah.
So he will do that. I'm not saying they're doing that, but that's what Coach Ray's talking about.
I got you.
What if they do? Mm-hmm. You can see his third baseman's up right now. You're already in a tie. You're bunting in the bottom, so you know you get another inning at least.
Caleb Rawls at the plate.
Steady steals.
Runner goes to second and gets there easily.
His leadoff man steals second.
Yep.
Now you know there's no need to bunt now, huh?
No need to bunt now.
Excellent job. Great jump, by the way.
He took off.
Here's the replay.
Yeah.
You can see how he was.
Off. I mean,
by the time the catcher got it,
right away.
He was already in the screen. He was flying down there. And that's a big play right now. Now, obviously, if you can find a way to get a hit. There's the grounder.
Ground ball to second. Mercadal with the play. Throws to first for the second out of the inning.
Now, turn the plate. For the other catcher, number 18, Rowan Arnold.
Now, any single, any error, any way of getting to first will get you a run other than the base on balls or hit by pitch.
Mm-hmm.
They are not going to pitch to this hitter.
The catcher, Rowan Arnold.
He just intentionally walked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's.
He has 2 hits in the game.
Yeah.
He has 2 hits in the game already, so that's a good move.
The catcher, yep.
We're going to make
come into play.
Marshall Bowen
beat us.
Number 3, Marshall Bowen.
The right fielder.
Now you can put a play on. I don't think St. Aug's going to throw it or take any chances of anything other than you can have second base. I don't care.
Courtesy runner, of course, at first.
And that runner doesn't mean anything other than the force.
Right.
He will probably steal second. If you throw, he'll stop, and then you'll have to throw the guy at home.
Probably give him second.
Which would probably mean he won't throw to second.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Yeah. Well, would he?
The fans are claiming that the pitching coach went out. Coach went out for the second time in the inning.
Yeah.
But they don't know the rules.
And the rule is?
If the offense stops the play, you can go out. Okay. And in that situation, the offense had a conference.
And he stopped it.
And he can go out.
He checked with the home plate umpire.
There's your steal.
Yeah. He checked with the home plate umpire.
Yeah, there's your steal. So
strike 1.
What you got to worry about right here is any pass ball, anything that gets away from the catcher. We've had 2 of them in this game already. That's how they got their 4th and their 5th runs.
Yeah.
So it is possible. But this pitcher's throwing much more around the plate than the first one was.
0-1 count, 2 out, 2 runners on. That's a ball. 1-1. The count.
He checks with the first base umpire. Said no, he did not. And he did not.
He did not.
1-1.
2 out. Bottom 7. We're all tied at 5. The pitch. Ooh.
That's the one I'm talking about.
In the dirt. Almost.
There's the one I'm talking
Almost
about.
got past the catcher. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Did a
Could
good
ricochet
job
off.
of blocking that, baby.
Yeah, it could ricochet off. There's lots of things that can happen right there.
2 balls and 1 strike now. As we said, we're tied at 5. Runners at second and third, bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss.
That's a big
2-2
swing.
count. Yep.
He took that big hack.
Yep.
And really, he just needs to put the ball in play. The pressure's on the defense right here if you
Yeah.
can get it on
Yeah.
the field.
Yeah.
If you can keep it away from the second baseman. He's about to You don't want him handling.
Marshall Bowen at the plate for the Yellow Jackets.
Just don't want to strike out here. You want to put the ball in play and put some pressure on St. Aug.
2-2 count. We're tied at 5. Coming home is the runner at third, trying to steal.
Dropped it, pitch.
And he does.
Straight steal of home. Straight steal of home.
Absolutely. Straight steal at home. What
Not
a way.
only that way, he straight steal of home on a 2-2 pitch.
Uh-huh.
All you got to do is throw a strike,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's over.
And it's over.
But he did not. The pitch was off the plate.
Yep.
He comes in. Let's see it again.
Yep. Here it is. Yep. I mean, it's just wow. You know, it's the first time I've been at a game where a game was decided.
A straight steal of home.
Steal at home. You know?
Did you show it again?
I mean, it was almost, straight steal at home. Can we see that again? Here's the replay.
And the catcher dropped the ball.
Yeah. And the
But if he threw a strike, if he'd have thrown a strike, inning would have been over.
Right.
But
6-5.
Wow.
6-5. Byrd defeats St. Augustine on a steal of home.
Which is what Mercantile wanted to do earlier in the inning. What a great play. Alex Moden steals home to win the game.
Yeah.
Straight steal of home.
Steal at home. 6-5. Byrd defeats St. Augustine. So they got to come back here tomorrow for the third and deciding game. The winner of that will take on Catholic.
If the catcher
High
catches that,
of
I think
Baton
he
Rouge.
holds on to that ball. I think he probably has him out, but he doesn't. So it doesn't matter.
Yep.
And he ends up safe at the plate.
So, Marty, it's been a pleasure as always. You sit around, just learn so much from these people who know the game, and that's what I like to do. Thanks for joining us this evening. And by the way, we will not have Game 3 tomorrow. Is that correct? We will not have Game 3 tomorrow. Game 2 was a thriller. Thanks for joining us here this evening, and stay with Crescent City Sports for the best in Louisiana high school sports coverage. For Marty Luquette and our Crescent City Sports production team, I'm Ro Brown saying good night from Wesley Barrows Stadium in Pontchartrain Park. Once again, final score of Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. Byrd 6, St. Augustine 5. They'll come back here tomorrow morning and settle the issue to see who will move on in the playoffs. Thank you so much.